As we venture down the roads of the modern age, we are accompanied by cars equipped with marvelous technologies, such as blind spot monitoring and adaptive cruise control. But what happens when these advanced systems succumb to the brutal forces of a collision? That's where DB Orlando Collision excels. We operate with an unwavering commitment to help you and your family get back on the road with confidence and assurance that the vehicle's integrity has been completely restored to pre-loss condition. When it comes to choosing a collision repair service, most of us put our trust in our insurance companies. Unfortunately, insurers and their partnered facilities prioritize profit over safety. At DB Orlando Collision, we are dedicated to providing our clients with unparalleled service and transparency. Don't let your collision repair become yet another accident. Take control of your repairs today and entrust your vehicle to the experts at DB Orlando Collision.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Wait on check from Renee Afonte. Renee Afonte, wait on check from you, sir. Renee.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I've got all my marshals out here ready to get us on underway. Renee Afonte. Renee.
Less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More the timer, guys. See if I can call Louie. Hey, will somebody knock on Louis Perez's trailer and let them know that Renee Afonte's up? It's the gray trailer on the top left-hand side behind the white tent. Top left-hand side, to your left, to your left. There you go. They're walking over there to it now. Let's go ahead and line them up, guys. Corey Talksdorf, you're going to line up on the 1. Matthew Akel on the number 2. Bryson Dwyer on the number 3. Renee Afonte on the 4. Dana Tennell on the 5. Richard Vasquez on the 6. Chuck Parks on the 7. And Vincent Sabrini, please, on the 8. Are they coming, Dave? Race number 2, you need to be making your way into staging. Race 2 into staging. That's going to be a 15-minute final. Race 2 into staging. Thirty seconds, Renee Afonte, 30 seconds. Are they coming? I don't see anybody rushing out of that trailer for anything. Dave, were they in the trailer? Dave Fowler? No, they wasn't in the trailer? Oh. Okay, all right, we're rolling. All right, here we go, guys. The interior section of the track. Skipping their way through those doubles. Around the hairpin turn on the jump away. At the off camera now, right-hand side of the track. Coming through the roller. Over the backside here. Oh, man. One way out of line. Jumped all up in the pit lane. Number 2 spot, Vasquez in that number 3. Dana Tennell in the 4. Chuck Parks in the 5, Matthew Akel in the 6, Vincent Sabrini in the 7. Corey, Bryson, very close together last time by the line. They were only separated by 0.7 of a second. Here they come over here in the middle section of the track. Talksdorf still holding on to the top spot, followed by Dwyer. Right-hand side now for our race leader. That all-orange car is out in front. There he goes down that front straightaway. Bryson now giving up some time, 1.6 seconds back, but still holding on to the transfer spot to race his way up into the B main. Richard Vasquez in that number 3. Dana Tinnell in that number 4. Race number 1 out on the track. Race number 2, you're coming up next. 40 plus Nitro Buggy. You need to be warming them up in staging. 40 plus Nitro Buggy. You're going to be up here in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes left.
Corey Talksdorf out in front. Bryson Dwyer holding on that number 2. Richard Vasquez in the 3. Dana Tinnell in the 4. Matthew Akel in the 5. Vincent Sabrini 6. Chuck Parks in the 7. There goes your leaders down the front straightaway. Bryson Dwyer. Here to come over here on the right-hand side of the track for your race leader. Corey Talksdorf out in front. Richard Vasquez now moving up a spot. Vasquez down to that 3. Dana Tinnell down to the 4. Park 7.
One minute left.
With 1 minute left to go, Corey Talksdorf now opened up a 2.5 second lead here on the field, and coming up on the backside of some lap traffic. Again, that all-orange car is race leader. Vasquez right now 10 seconds back of transfer.
45 seconds left.
Dwyer now within 1.5 seconds of the race lead.
.30 seconds left.
Time winding on down here. Like Dwyer may have slipped past for the top spot as they come over here on the right-hand side of the track. They got lap traffic right there just in front of them as they come onto the front straightaway.
15 seconds left.
Matthew Akel right down the backside of our race leader. With 10 seconds left to go, Corey now down to that number 2 and final transfer to that top spot. Small bobble there for Talksdorf.
Vincent Serbini done.
Sabrini going to come on in that number
Chuck
6.
Parks
Chuck
done.
Parks in the 7. And
Richard
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
All of it's 2. Yep. All right, 40 plus Nitro Buggy B main. 40 plus Nitro Buggy B main. Coming up next. Let's get our marshals out here, please. So I think Renee Afonte is not here. I think they may have went to go get themselves something to eat. So I'm going to need a volunteer marshal in his spot. 40 plus Nitro Buggy going to be Keith Hill, Walter Cruz, Mike Parenza, Michael Roy, and Tamika Washington. All right, guys, let's get our marshals out here. Let's go, guys. Let's get our marshals out here.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Let's get them checked in.
Walter Cruz. Mike Proenza.
I need my turn marshals out here,
Keith Hill.
please. Marshals, come on out. I need
Michael
Bryson,
Roy.
Corey, Richard, Dana, Matthew, Vincent,
30
Chuck.
seconds to the start of the
And
race.
then I'm going to need a couple of volunteers as
Washington.
well. I need 2 volunteers, please. I need 2 volunteer marshals.
Race.
I need 2 volunteer marshals, please. I need 2 volunteer marshals. Where you at to marshal, Richard? Not out here to marshal. Ready to get us underway. No more laps, guys. Mechanics, come on out. Let's line them up. Keith Hill on the 1. Walter Cruz on the 2. Mike Prince on the 3. Michael Roy 4. And Tamika Washington on the 5. Richard Vasquez, where you at to marshal, please? I need 1 volunteer as well. Richard to Marshall, ready to get this one underway. I need a volunteer as well, please. Richard, I need you to marshal. You just race. All your other fellow racers are out here waiting on you in the 130-degree heat. I need one volunteer as well, please. Can I please have one volunteer? Kill him up. Clean him out, clean him out, clean him out. Down and quiet. Here's the start of the 40-plus Nitro Buggy B Main, brought to you by Exalt out on the track. Keith Hill led him off here at the start. Got a little bit of problems here in the back. Oh, no. Got a couple of them going nose to nose here. Got a new race leader over here on the right-hand side of the track. See who this is going to be. I think this might be Mike Parenza. Yep, Parenza out in front. Michael Roy in that number 2 spot. Tamika Washington in the 3. Walter Cruz in the 4. Keith Hill in the 5. It's a 15-minute B final. Trying to race their way up into the A main. Mike Parenza, Michael Roy right now running 1 and 2. They're separated by 9/10 of a second. Tamika Washington working that number 3. She's 1.7 seconds back. Michael Roy now with that race lead. 3 seconds up on the field. Walter Cruz battling his way up to that number 3 spot. Keith Hill in the 4. Tamika 5. Very close together right now for that 2, 3, 4, and 5. That number 2 final transfer spot. $130 down, $13.30 left to go. $130 down, $13.30 remaining. Michael Roy right now with a 3-second lead here up on Walter Cruz. Keith Hill now in that number 3 spot. Walter Cruz working that 4. Tamika Washington in the 5. Two minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Michael Roy, Keith Hill, Walter Cruz, 1, 2, and 3. Mike Parenza, 4. Walter Cruz right now 1.2 seconds back at transfer. $2:45 down, 12:15 left to go, 12:15 remaining. Keith Hill right now only 1/10 of a second back at the race lead. Now he's coming across the line. He's going to move out in front. Michael Roy holding on that number 2 spot. A little bit of a daylight now beginning to show between 1 and 2. 11:40 remaining. Keith Hill, Michael Roy, Walter Cruz, still 1, 2, and 3, but Cruz is definitely closing that gap. Here on Michael Roy. Oh, that gap now grows between Roy and Cruz. They're separated by 4.4 seconds. Still a long ways left to go with 10:30 left to go on the race clock. Michael Roy coming across the line, 4.4 seconds back at Keith Hill. I'll need volunteer marshal help after this race, guys. I only have 5 on the driver's stand. I'll need 4 volunteers, please, for the next race. 4 volunteers. Open Nitro Buggy B final up next. With just over 9 minutes left to go. The battle for the bump spot now separates by 7.5 seconds here. 6 minutes down, 9 minutes remaining. Parenza coming in for fuel. Here comes another one diving in for fuel stop there. That's Michael Roy. Roy right now running in at number 2, just behind Keith Hill as they cross the line. Now Keith Hill going to move up into that race lead. Again, guys, I got to have volunteer marshal up after this race. We're 7 minutes down, 8 minutes left to go. Well, looks like someone might be running a little short on fuel here. Right now, I've got Walter Cruz scoring in that number 2 spot. Oh, another one flamed out going out of the pits once again. Uh-oh, that's not good. Keith Hill coming across the line with the race lead. Cruz in that number 2 spot. Cruz looking for a transfer up into the A final. Uh-oh. Roy got something odd going on with that buggy there. Up the idle down too low. Walter Cruz in that number 2 spot comfortably up on Mike Parenza, who's currently in that number 3. It's like Roy's coming down off of the driver's stand, so he got 6:45 left to go. All right, just over 6 minutes remaining. No close battles to call right now. Everybody kind of spread apart on the track. Got a couple of them out in this race, so we only got 3 cars running. Again, guys, I got to have volunteer marshal up after this race. Volunteer marshal up. Race 3 coming up next. Only have 5 in this one. 2 of them already out. I know it's hot out there, guys. I know it's hot. We got to power through it. We're going to be done a little bit early. We ain't going to be running to midnight tonight. We're going to be done early. Keep the program moving along. We're going to be done probably right around about 8:30 to 9 o'clock.
Five minutes left.
All right, with 4:30 left to go on the race clock, Keith Hill, 7.5 seconds up on the field. Walter Cruz holding on to that number 2 spot. Mike Parenza in that number 3.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes left to go. Walter Cruz now makes that pass as he moves up into the race lead. Keith Hill working in that number 2 and final transfer spot. All right, you got 3:20 left to go. Keith Hill and Walter Cruz has amassed a really big lead here up on the field.
Three minutes left.
Walter Cruz now 6.5 seconds up on the field. Keith Hill 2 laps up on Mike Parenza.
Two minutes left.
With 2 minute 30 left to go, Walter Cruz still 10 seconds off volunteers. The longer we take to come out here, the longer it's going to take for us to keep the program moving.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
That's fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you want some? Race clock is about to expire.
15 seconds left.
All right, guys, race clock has expired. Keep going here to computer call you done. Or cross the line, you'll be done. Walter Cruz and Keith Hill will be racing their way into the A final. When you come back to the line, make it official. So I appreciate Bobby Phillips already
Keith
out
Hill
here
done.
and stage ready to go. He's going to volunteer marshal, so thank you, Bobby Phillips. Waiting on Walter Cruz. Last one to finish. Here he comes. Walter Cruz taking the bump up into the A final. All right, guys, that are Walter Cruz, Keith Hill. That is race 7. Yeah, no. All right, so thank you to Chris Powell. He's going to come out here and help. Thank you very much to Diego Bianchi out there to help. So looks like Michael Roy's already in his position. Bobby Phillips is there. Guys, I need 2 more volunteers, please. I need 2 more volunteers, please. You going to grab? Okay, all right, so you're marching for Tamika. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, so I need more volunteers to the track, please. I need more volunteers to the track, please. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Guys, can I please have volunteer marshals to the track? I got a full field, 11-car field
1 minute
for
to the
Open
start of
Nitro
the
Buggy,
race.
11-car field.
Scott Wiedmeyer.
Mike
45
Parenza
seconds to the start of the race.
to come out
Jose
and marshal, and I
Agostino.
need 1 volunteer as well, please. All right, I got a gentleman here coming out here in the yellow shirt. Can't quite make out who that is.
30 seconds to the
Thank
start
you,
of the
sir.
race.
Thank you, Brooke Walford. She's out there marshaling. What's that? Who's going to pit him?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I need a marshal at the end of the front straightaway. Looks like
Corey
that's what I need, is a marshal at the end of the front. Oh, okay, I got
Less
somebody
than
over there.
5,
All right, so we're ready
4,
to roll.
3, 2, 1.
All right, waiting on a check from Mike Salata and a check from Cody Tice. All right, y'all, we're ready to get this one here underway. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. I need Adam Tyrell on
Mike
the 1,
Slaughter.
Shane Downey on the 2, Corey Talkdorf on the 3, Scott Wiedmeyer on the 4, Max on the 5. The 6 will be open. Jose on the 7, Mike on the 8, KJ Anderson on the 9, Dennis on the 10, Cody Tice, please, on the 11. Cody, did you put a transponder in your car? Cody Tice? Buddy, there's nothing popping up on my screen. You have no, what I'm trying to say is there's nothing popping up on my screen. I don't have anything to add to your car. I can't hear a word you're saying. Who is that? Is that Cody? Got it.
Cody Tice.
I have no check yet from Dennis. Dennis Cooley, I have no check from you.
Dennis Coley.
All right, guys, here we go. Got everybody checked in. Marshall's ready. Let's fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Now right there on the start. Here they come around for lap number 1. In through the middle section of the track. Trying to get KJ fired back up. There he goes. It's a 15-minute final, guys. Put your head down, KJ. You got this. Oh, no, our race leader rolls it upside down right here, coming across that last roller onto the front straightaway. And it's going to put Tyrell now down to the 3. New race leader, Corey Talksdorf, out in front. Max going to move to that number 2 spot. Wiedmeyer holding on to number 4. Dennis in the 5. It's a 15-minute B final. You're right at 1 minute down. 14 minutes left to go. Trying to do the math, guys. I was doing the math in my head, but trying to do the math on when we're going to get out of here. So if you bear with me, I'll have that up here for you. All right, guys, we're looking at about like a 9:45 finish, 9:40. Corey Toxdorf right now leading the way, but he's got a very slim lead here up on Adam Tyrell as Tyrell looking to battle his way back up into that top spot. Last time by the line, they were separated by 4/10. Now Corey going to get a little bit of daylight. They're separated now by 1 second. Max working in that number 3. Scott Wiedmeyer in the 4. Jose in the 5. Dennis in that number 6. Mike in that number 7. Cody Tice in the 8. KJ Anderson in 9. Shane Downey in the 10. You're right at 3 minutes down. 12 minutes left to go. Corey out in front, 1 second up on Adam Tyrell. Race 3 out on the track. Race 4, have them ready. Corey and Adam last time now by the line is separated by 1/10 of a second. Here comes Corey over here on the right-hand side of the track. Red, white, and blue with the black wheels down the front straightaway. Oh, no, Tyrell rolls his upside down, gets it back on all wheels. Oh, we got a flame out. Jose with the flame out there. Corey Toxdorf right now leading the way. Got a 3-second lead here up on Adam Tyrell. Max in that number 3 spot. Wiedmeyer in the 4. Dennis 5. You're 4:30 down. 10:30 left to go. Race number 4. 40-plus E-Buggy. B final coming up next. Please be ready. All right, you're 5:30 down, 9:30 left to go. 5:30 down, 9:30 remaining. Danny, did you get your food? Corey, Adam, Max, Scott, Shane, your top 5. mark. 8:30 left to go. Max coming across the line right now. 11 seconds back at the 2. Tyrell now back up into the race lead. He's been clawing and fighting and has made his way back up to the top of the leaderboard. Corey still holding on to that number 2 and final transfer spot with a 13-second lead right now up on Max. Wiedmeyer. Oh, we got one here with a flame out. I believe that's KJ. KJ had a little bit of troubles at the very start of the race. That nitro motor not liking this heat, is extreme heat. Guys, don't forget to drink water, drink water, drink water. Don't forget to drink your water. It's hot. With just over 6 minutes left to go. Talk Store leading the way. Right here for 1 and 2 to middle section of the track on that jump away double. Actually a little tabletop. Here they come in through the rollers on the right-hand side. Onto the front straightaway. Corey grabs him a handful of trigger. Adam right there behind him. 8/10 of a second back. 1 and 2 on the left-hand side of the track.
Five minutes left.
Oh, careful. One out there with a flame out. 2 with a flame out, looks like.
Four minutes left.
All right, you are now 1 minute or 11 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Wiedmeyer is trying to close the gap here now on Talksdorf, who has fallen down to that number 3. Max Mejia has moved his way up into that number 2 and final transfer spot. Corey only 1 second back of transfer. Here they come over here on the right-hand side of the track. Down the front straightaway. Max right there in the back bumper here of Corey as he now moves back up into that number 2. The battle for the bump with 3:30 left to go here in the middle section of the track. Oh, no, Max goes for a big tumble. Gets it back with a transfer spot going down that front straightaway. Cross the start-finish line to go. Max now 4.3 seconds back of transfer. Got to put his head down. Focus in on those lines.
3 minutes
He's over
left.
driving the corners, over jumping the jumps. 3 minutes left to go. 3 minutes left to go. Man, poor KJ just having lots of loop issues here this weekend. Motor issues this weekend. They'll get it figured out. This extreme heat is tricky.
2 minutes left.
I got another one to flame out. Adam Tyrell right now with a comfortable lead up on the field. 5.4 seconds up. Toxdorf holding on at number 2. Tyrell, Toxdorf, 1 and 2. Max in that number 3. Scott Wiedmeyer in the 4. There's Corey coming across the line. 10 seconds back in the race lead. There's Cody Tice holding on to the 6.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go here in this 15-minute B final of Open Nitro Buggy presented by Rockstar Power Sports.
"45 seconds left. "30 seconds left.
Like 3 times in 1 lap. Yeah. I mean, I was announcing him wrecking.
15 seconds left.
All right, guys, race clock is about to expire here. Waiting on Adam Tyrell to come back. There he is coming to the line. Toxdorf right now on his back bumper. And race clock expires, guys. Keep going until
Max Mejia done.
Max going to come home in that number 3 spot after a valiant effort.
Mike Slaughter done. Jose Agostino done. KJ Anderson done.
And Adam Tyrell and
done.
Corey Toxdorf going to come
Tolson.
across the books. Race number 4 going to be coming up next. All right, guys, let's get our turn marshals out here, please. Marshals, come on out. I need Dennis, KJ, Shane, Jose, Cody, Mike, Scott, Max, Corey, and Adam to the track, please.
Bill Flaherty. James Large. Rob Offit. Scott Goff. 1 minute to the start of the race. Damon Avery. JC. Renee Infante. Mitch York. Tomika Washington. Walter Cruz. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, waiting on a check from Michael Roy. Michael Roy, waiting on a check from you, good sir. Should have all my marshals out here and already in position.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Need a marshal over here on this far right-hand side. Again, Michael Roy, waiting on a check from you, good sir.
Michael Roy.
Hey, there we go. Got everybody
15
checked in.
seconds to the start of
All right,
the
guys,
race.
let's go ahead and line them up. James Large on the 1, Bill Flaherty on the 2, Renee Infante on the 3, Rob Offit on the 4, Damon Avery on the 5, Walter Cruz. Something's not right here, guys. We only have 11, and I got one sitting in the number 12 spot. Large 1, Flaherty 2, Renee 3, Rob 4, Damon 5, Walter 6, Scott 7, Tamika 8, Michael Roy 9, JC 10, and Mitch Yorkovich on the 11. Oh, shit. Oops. What an idiot. I got to fix that right now. What a ding-dong. All right, guys, here we go. Racers ready, marshals ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. And we're off and running. Race number 4 is now underway. Race number 5, you're coming up next. So James Large going to lead them off here. Man, James Large in the B main. That is something you don't see very often. James Large always a contender for the win here in the 40-plus e-buggy class. Race 4 out on the track. We got Open E-Truggy Race 5 up next. There's James coming across the start-finish line. Rene Afonte in his tracks, 2.3 seconds back. Bill Flaherty finds himself into number 3. Rob Offit holding on to the 4.
Left.
2, 3, and 4 very close together on the racetrack. Race 5 on deck, race 5 on deck. Seconds down, 3:30 still to go. James Large maintains race lead. He's 3.6 seconds up on Afonte, who's in that number 2 spot. Bill Flaherty and Rob Offit right now only separated by 0.8 of a second here. Flaherty, 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Tamika Washington, Michael Roy, 5, 6, 7. Walter Cruz in at 7. Nearing the halfway point here. It's 40-plus e-buggy presented by Smith Garage Equipment. B final out on the track. James Large, Rene Afonte, 1 and 2. Bill Flaherty holding on to number 3. Rob Offit working at 4. Oh, Afonte rolls it upside down. That's going to allow Bill Flaherty now to close up right on his back bumper. Battle for the bump spot on the left-hand side of the track. Rene running that orange and yellow.
2 minutes left.
You've got Bill Flaherty in the blue and silver directly behind him. Here they come in through the dog leg. Bill Flaherty all over the backside of Afonte here, right-hand side. Oh, no, Rene going to get a little squirrely all up on the pipe. Here, diving to the inside, not able to make the pass. That's actually silver and purple, looks like, for Flaherty. Rene trying to hold off the charge. Oh, no, he's into the pipe again. Oh, no, Rene's standing upside down, going to marshal it himself. And now that's going to allow Bill Flaherty now to move up in that number 2 position, right where he started. He's still got 1:20 left to go. Here comes Flaherty down the front, straightaway out in front. Rene holding on to that number 3, 3.3 seconds back. Not out of it yet. 1 minute still to go. Rob Offit finds himself 4.3 seconds back of the 3.
1 minute left.
Walter Cruz 7 seconds back in the 4. As he holds on to the 5. Michael Roy and Tamika Washington 9 and 8 going at it.
.45 seconds left. .30 seconds left. .15 seconds left.
Rene Afonte now has made the pass on Bill Bill Flaherty.
As we venture.
And has caught up Tier 2, James Large for the top spot.
Walter Cruz done.
As the race clock has now expired. Right hand side of the track. Here they come back towards start finish.
Michael Roy done. Damon Avery done. Tomika Washington done.
There's James
James
Large.
Large
He
done.
will take the win and transfer
JC
up
done.
into the A final.
Renee
Renee
Infante
Infante
done.
had to battle back there at the end. He's going to come home in that number 2 spot as Bill Flaherty going to
Flaherty
come
done.
across the line, finishing up
Rob
in that number
Offit
3.
done.
And that's a race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, you guys, quickly put your cars down. Coming out, grab a marshal spot. James Large, Renee Infante, your first A main will be race 8. Race 8. All right, guys, race number 5 coming up next. So I think James having to run back. Nope, he's not. All righty, guys. Let's get them checked in. Turn marshals, come on out. James, Renee, Bill, Rob, Walter, Michael, Damon, Tamika, Jay, Mitch, and Scott.
JC.
Let's see. Do I have anybody running
Benjamin
back to
Fox.
back here? Yeah, JC having to run back to back.
Thomas
He's
McGrath.
already checked in, ready to roll. So thank you, Jay. But let's get the rest
Vincent
of our marshals
Servanite.
out here, please. The rest of my marshals, come on out. Guys, don't worry about the
1
numbers.
minute to
Just
the
grab
start of the
buckets.
race.
Just grab buckets, please.
Scott Manning.
Waiting on a check from Dwayne Sizemore. Jay Money.
William
Tony
Tolstor.
Panishaw. There's Bill.
Jay McConey.
Here's Jay Money. Waiting on Lee Kessler to check in.
45 seconds to the start of the
Lee.
race. Lee Kessler. Keith Hill. Dwayne Sizemore.
Waiting on Tony Panishaw. Last one to check in. He's right here upside down in front of me.
30 seconds to the start
All right,
of the
got
race.
everybody checked in. What happened,
Tony
Bill?
Patty Shao.
Something break at the end? No. All righty, guys, let's go ahead and let's get them lined up. I need Scott Manning, please, on the number 1. Dwayne Sizemore on the number 2. Ben Fox on the number 3. Jay Money on the 4. Vincent Sabrini on the 5. Thomas
15
McGrath on the
seconds
6.
to the
Tony
start of the
Patishaw on the
race.
7. JC on the 8. Keith Hill on the 9. Bill Tuxdorf on the 10. And Lee Kessler, please, on the 11. Come on around, guys. Line them up,
Lap in
please.
5,
Line them up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All righty, guys, here we go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. And we are off and running. It's going to be Scott Manning leading the charge in the back section of the track. Dwayne Sizemore going to dive to the inside, take that number 1 spot away, and Scott Manning going to battle right back up into the race lead. Hard side-by-side racing here in the first few corners. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Trying to open up a gap now on Patishaw, who's working in that 5 spot. Oh, man, problems, all kinds of problems all hung up on the pipe there. One still bicycling in the corner, running hot through the corner, trying to gather it up. Here they come on to the front straightaway. That's Vincent Sabrini running in that number 4 spot, trying to hold off Patishaw here in the 5, but the battle for the race lead just in front of them. 1, 2, and 3. Coming in through the double-doubles. At the dog leg, around the 180. On the small tabletop now. Right-hand side of the track, Dwayne Sizemore right now running in at number 2 and final transfer spot. Scott Manning out in front. There they go down the front straightaway. Ben Fox looking at him into number 3, just outside
4
of the
minutes
transfer position. Patishaw still working at number 4. Jay Money now up to that number 5. Lee Kessler working at number 6. Keith Hill in at number 7. JC in the 8. Thomas McGrath in the 9. Vincent Sabrini in the 10. Bill Tuxdorf in the 11. Right-hand side of the track now for our race leaders. Looks like we have a new race leader. Is going to be Ben Fox to the top of the leaderboard. Ben Fox now out in front. Scott Manning holding on number 2, and Sizemore outside of the transfer, running into 3. Battle for that number 2 in the middle section of the track. Truggy presented by Surpass Hobbies out on the track. 3:20 left to go. Man, Dwayne Travel looking to the inside. Not going to be able to pull it off in this corner, though. Keeping lots of pressure here on Manning. Manning running a very smart race, keeping it in the middle of the section of the track. Dwayne going to pull the front end up as he's full hammered down. Oh, a little aggressive in the corner up there. Bumped it to the backside
3 minutes
of
left.
Scott, and going to lose a position here. On the move from 7th on the starting grid up to the number 3 spot. It's going to be Tony Patishaw now looking for the A-main. Patishaw not often running electric classes. Right now running in that number 3 spot just outside of the A, right-hand side of the track. Here they come, 2, 3, and 4. Pattishaw getting a little bit squirrely. Going to gather it back up, though. Sizemore in that number 4. Left-hand side of the track now as they work the big double on the left-hand side. Come back in through the interior section, through the double single. Sizemore going to dive to the inside. What a nice pass there from Sizemore as he races his way back to the number 3. They got loud traffic they're going to have to deal with here. Oh, no, Pattishaw rolls upside down. Here he comes over here on the right-hand side of the track. Here's your race leader in the Techno. The yellow, green, and orange. Down the front straightaway, it's Ben Fox out in front. Dwayne Sizemore now up to that number 2 as Pattishaw moves to the 3. Manning falls down to the 4. Now we got an 8.6 second gap
left
between 1 through 4 with 3 minutes down and 2 minutes left to go. Thomas McGrath working to number 5. Jay Money in that number 6. Vincent Sabrini in that 7. Lee Kessler in the 8. Bill Toxdorf in that number 9. JC in that number 10. 1:35 left to go. Ben Fox and Dwayne Sizemore right now running 1 and 2. They're separated by 1.1 seconds last time by the line. Manning trying to find his way back around Tony Pattishaw as their gap was only 1.2 seconds. Man, Pattishaw's not giving up. He is closing up on the backside here of Sizemore, right-hand side of the track. Lap traffic pulling over, but letting them come through. Here they come onto the front straightaway. As Vincent Sabrini now stuck in between 2 and 3. That all-red truck, Techno, right now running into number 2 and final transfer spot. But Pattishaw battling his way through the track. Oh, man, oh, no!
1 minute
On
left.
the wrong side of the pipe now for Sizemore. Up to the number 2 for Tony Pattishaw. Pattishaw right now in here in open E. Truggy Vise at number 2 and final transfer position on the right-hand side. There goes Ben Fox.
45
down the
seconds
front
left.
straightaway. He's looking to race his way up into the A final. Dwayne Sizemore in that number 3. Now 3.7 seconds back. 35 seconds left to go in the race. Not much time left on the clock. Race number 6. You're going to be coming up next. It's going to be our first novice
30
A final.
seconds left.
And only novice A final coming up next. Fox, Pattishaw, Sizemore, Manning, and McGrath, your top 5. These guys battling for the first 2 positions to race their way into the A mains.
15 seconds left.
Pattishaw right now 3.4 seconds back of Fox, but he's 4.2 seconds up on Sizemore as the race clock is about to expire. And
Thomas
that is a
McGrath
race,
done.
guys. Keep going until you hear the computer call. You're going to come to the line because you will be done.
William
It's going to be
Tolksdorf
Ben
done.
Fox coming to the line,
Benjamin
and
Fox
Ben
done.
Fox will take the win and transfer up into the A main.
Tony Pattishaw done.
Pattishaw.
JC
Holy
done.
moly, that truck can't do it. It
Wayne
has
Sizemore
made an
done.
A main after someone said it couldn't be done.
Scott Manning done.
Dwayne going to come on in at number 3. Scott Manning going to finish
Vincent
up in 4.
Servanai
McGrath
done.
in the 5, and that's a
Lee
race,
Kessler
guys.
done.
Everybody is done. All right, guys, quickly put your trucks down. Come on out, grab it to Marshall spot. Race number 12, guys. Ben Fox, Tony Pattishaw, you're going into race number 12. All right, race number 6, novice. Come on out. Quickly, guys, let's get our turn marshals out here. I'll need volunteer marshals after this race.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Sir Ward. Red Parks. Lane Craig. Cami Langan. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All righty, guys. Got them all lined up. Should have all my turn marshals out here in position. I don't have a marshal right here by me. I need a marshal by me. It's going to be Brooke Walford lined up on number 1. Sir Word on the number 2.
To the start of the race.
Tammy Langan on the number 3. Lane Craig on the 4. Damon Evancheek on the 5. And Red Parks, please, on the 6. All right. Should have all my marshals out here. We're looking pretty good. Yep. Here we go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. Oh, no. Don't jump to start now, guys. Don't jump to start. Come on. Let's line them up. Don't jump to start. It's novice A main. Line them back up. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. And now we're off and running. Brooke Walford going to lead the charge. She set TQ after 2 rounds of qualifying. Oh, we're going to have a big 2-car breakaway here. Brooke in that white and purple associated. Brooke running her first series here this year in 2024 of the Florida RC Championships, brought to you by J Concepts. Here she is, finding herself out in front once again in the novice class, brought to you by Complete Construction. Sir Word in that number 2 spot. Sir currently 3.3 seconds back of the 1. Tammy holding on to the number 3, right where she started. Oh, I got a couple of cars mounted on top of one another over here. I believe that's going to be Lane Craig. Yes, it is. Lane and Damon battling it out. Oh, Lane going a little hot into the corner. Gathers it back up, though. Sends that car back in the right direction.
Left.
Oh, we got one that looks like maybe off the track. That might have been Damon that went off the track. All right, you're 130 down, 430 left to go. Our single and only A main for novice. How are you?
Four minutes left. Three minutes left.
3 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Sir Ward in that number 2 spot, 17 seconds back of Brooke Walford, who's in that number 1 spot. Cammie holding on to the number 3. Damon working that number 4. Lane Craig in the 5. Red Parks in the 6. .330 down, 2:30 left to go. Brooke and Sir currently separated by 17.2 seconds. Cammie working that number 3, Lane Craig in the 4, Damon Evancheek in that number 5, Red Parks in that number 6. You're now 4 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go in this 6-minute final.
2 minutes left.
No close battles to call here except for Lane Craig and Damon Evancheek. They're staying very close together here as they are only separated by 1.7 seconds. Brooke way out in front. She's almost got a lap up on the field now. That young lady has been working hard on her race program and is really improving here in her first full season of running novice. 90 seconds left to go. Race number 1 on the track is going to be Brooke Walford, Sir Ward 1 and 2. Cammie holding on to that number 3 with Lane Craig working at number 4.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Oh, got a couple of them getting together right here at the start-finish line.
45 seconds left.
Wayne going to get them sent back in the right direction. 35 seconds remaining. Guys, I need volunteer marshals after this one. Volunteer marshals after this one.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
Time winding on down here. Nobody going to be able to take it away from Brooke here. She's well out in
Brooke
front.
Walford done.
And Brooke Walford going to take the win here.
Damon Evancheek done.
Damon Evancheek going to finish
Red
up at that
Park's
number
done.
5. Red Park's in
Sir
the
Ward
6.
done.
Waiting on Cammie and Lane. I need my top. I need all my drivers, all novice drivers straight to podium, please. All my novice drivers straight to podium. Waiting on Cammie and Lane. 2 to finish up. Cammie Langen and Lane Craig. As soon as y'all get done, guys, I need y'all straight to podium now. Straight to podium. I need volunteer marshals for the next race. I need volunteer marshals, please, for the next race. There's Cammie. Waiting on Lane Craig. 1 to finish, guys. 1 to finish. 1 to finish. Novice, main. Oh, he's upside down right here from me. Thank you, Dwayne. And
Lane
there we
Craig
go,
done.
guys. That's the race everybody's done. So Brooke, Sir, Cammie, Lane, Damon, and Red. Straight to podium, please. Straight to podium. Guys, I need volunteer marshals to the track. Volunteer marshals. It is only a 5-minute final. Sir, you got to go to podium. Got to go to podium. Get your car and go to podium. Hurry up. Get your cars and go to podium. All novice drivers, get your cars and go to the podium. Guys, I need volunteer marshals. I need 8 of them. It's only a 5-minute race. I need 5. Nope. I need.
Hayden Pascal. McCoy Martin. Diego Bianchi. Sol Lugo. Ralph Howard. Damon Avery.
All right, so I got Dana
1
Tennell
minute
out
to the
there.
start
He's
of the race.
marshaling. Thank you,
Benjamin
sir.
Fox. Bryson Dwyer. Kyle Brown.
I don't know who that is. I can't make that out. All
Jay
I see is a
McConey.
silhouette. So I got
Mike
2
Walker.
volunteers. You going to grab it? I got Mike Walford out there as well.
45
There's
seconds
somebody
to the start
down there,
of the
Dean,
race.
holding their hands up. I think that's JC. Is that right? Yep, Jay down there. Here comes Mitch Yorkovich going to grab a spot. Come on, guys. I need volunteer marshals to the track, please. Volunteer marshals, please. Come on, guys. We're
30
just
seconds
delaying
to the
our
start
day.
of
Right
the
now, we're
race.
ahead of schedule. Race number 6 was not supposed to be over with till 4:15, and right now it's 4:01. So we're 15
Corey
minutes ahead of
Tolksdorf.
schedule. Let's keep it going. Looks like Chris Romero coming out to grab another spot. He's been out here
15
all
seconds to
day
the start of
volunteer
the race.
marshals. Thank you to Chris. Shane.
Less than
Shane,
5,
are you going to marshal
4,
Shane Downey?
3.
Are you going to marshal?
2,
If you are, catch right
1.
here by the light tower, because that bucket has moved further and further down as the days went on. All right, it looks like I got enough of them out there. Let's go ahead and let's get this thing rolling. Hayden Pascal, please, on the number 1. Diego Bianchi on the number 2. Ralph Howard on the number 3. Damon Avery on the number 4. McCoy Martin on the 5. Ben Fox on that number 6. Jay McConey on the number 7. Mike Walker on the 8. Kyle Brown on the 9. Sol Lugo on the 10. Bryson Dwyer on the 11. Corey Tolksdorf on the 12. All right, here we go. Are we ready to roll? We looking good? Racer's ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. It's going to be Hayden Pascal leading them off on the charge here. Hayden going to try to hold off Diego. Man, these guys trying to race their way up into that double A main. Hayden Pascal into Kyosho. That's that blue, yellow, and pink. Oh, we got one with some problems there in the middle section of the track. Turn Marshall there gets them taken care of. There goes Hayden down the front straightaway. Who's going to be in that number 2 spot? Is that Ben Fox? Yes, it is. Ben Fox up to the number 2. Ben from 6th on the starting grid up to the 2 spot. Ralph Howard in that number 3. Damon 4. J Money into 5. Sol Lugo from 10th on the starting grid. He's moved to the 4. Oh, somebody just rolled it upside down. I see Turn Marshall hustling over there. Who's that now moving up into that number 2 spot? See who that is. Is that Damon Avery maybe? Oh, no, into the pipe, into the fence. Oh, no, rolls upside down at the start-finish line. That's Ralph Howard
4 minutes
up
left.
to the number 2. Ralph Howard been working his tail off here this weekend, helping out, giving support here to John Bernard. Oh, one going flying off the track down there, right into the arms of the Turn Marshal. It's Hayden, Ralph, Damon, Sol. Sol now up to that number 4 spot. Kyle Brown to the number 5. Kyle Brown from 9th on the starting grid. He's on the move. You're now 130 down, 330 left to go. Race number 7 currently on the track. Race number 8 going to be coming up next. Danny, something's happened to the camera at the end of the front straightaway. Apparently somebody's ran into it or something. Danny, just letting you know. They said the camera, somebody's ran into the camera at the end of the front straightaway. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. They said something's come unplugged. Hayden Pascal right now out in front. Ralph Howard holding on number 2 spot. Damon Every into number 3. Ben Fox into 4. Diego into 5. Sol Lugo working at number 6. Bryson Dwyer into 7. J Money in the 8. Kyle Brown 9. Corey Talksdorf into 10. McCoy Martin in the 11. Mike Walker in the 12. You are now 230 down, 230 left to go. Hayden Pascal out in front, 9 seconds up on the field. Yes, sir. Check, 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 check. Did one of them fall or something? Huh. All right, I'll take a look. Three minutes down, 2 minutes left to go.
2 minutes left.
I'm working on it. Check, 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 check. That's weird. Nothing's overheating here. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes remaining. Hayden Pascal right now out in front. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check 1. Mic check 1. Is it working down there now? Still no? Check 1, check 1, check 1. No, no, no. Huh, weird. All right, we are 130 left to go, 130 remaining. Check, 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 check. Mic check, check 1. Check.
1 minute left.
Uh.
45 seconds left.
Well, you got 45 seconds left to go. Check, 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 check.
30 seconds left.
With 30 seconds left to go, Hayden Pascal still continuing to lead the way. Still no? It's working now? Uh-oh.
15 seconds
I
left.
got a amp overheated. That's not good. I mean, it is only 90 degrees in here. Alrighty, guys. The race clock has expired.
Sol Lugo done.
Ben Fox, Hayden Pascal battling it out for that top spot as they come back over here on the right-hand side of the track. Fox going to come to the line. It's going to be Ben Fox taking
Bryson
the race
Dwyer
win.
done.
Hayden
Corey
Pascal going to come on
done.
in that number 2 spot.
Hayden Pascal done. Ralph Howard done. Kyle Brown done. Jay McConey done. McCoy Martin done.
And
Diego Bianchi
waiting
done.
on Damon Avery.
Mike Walker done.
So it's going to be Hayden Pascal
Damon Avery
and
done.
Ben Fox taking the race win. There we go. That's the race. Everybody is done. All right, guys. Your first day main, race 15. Race 15. Thank you to all the volunteer marshals. You greatly appreciate it. Race number 7. Come on out and grab your turn marshal spots. Race number 8.
We hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and we extend our sincere gratitude to our sponsors for their support. They are J Concepts, Donovan RC Racing Products, GS Hobbies, Smith Rental Equipment, Orlando Collision, Rockstar Power Sports, Surpass Hobby USA, RC Sign Up, Exalt, Beach RC, Ultimate RC, Go Machine RC Products, Rockstar Hobbies, Absolute Hobbies, High Tech USA, S-Works Racing, Techno RC, Complete Construction, Lead Finger Racing, ProTech RC. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and we extend our sincere gratitude to our sponsors for their support. They are J Concepts, Donovan RC Racing Products, GS Hobbies, Smith Rental Equipment, Orlando Collision, Rockstar Power Sports, Surpass Hobby USA, RC Sign Up, Exalt, Beach RC, Ultimate RC, Go Machine RC Products, Rockstar Hobby.
Bradley on the 3, Tony Rivas on the 4, Bobby Phillips on the 5, Justin Newby on the 6, Jake Lasco on the 7, Tom Lane on the 8, Louis Perez on the 9, Freddie James Large on the 11, Renee Fonte please on the 12. I should have all my marshals out here. Yes, Dennis. All right, here we go, guys. Race number 8 underway, or going on the tone in less than 5. All right, we are off and running. It's going to be A.J. Johnson, A-main number 1 for 40-plus E-Buggy, leading them off. Here they come in through the middle section of the track. A.J. Johnson, A1, got Carlos C. was behind him in that number 2 spot. Looks like Carlos is going to lose a little bit of time, a couple of positions here. I believe it's going to be T.J. Bradley. Yes, it is. T.J. Bradley up to that number 2 spot now. Jay Glasgow working that number 3. Carlos Sigui in the 4. Justin Newby in the number 5. Bobby Phillips in that number 6. Renee Fonte in the 7. Louis Perez in the 8. Tom Lane in the 9. Tony Rivas in the 10. Freddie working that number 11 spot. James Large in the 12. Race 8 currently on the track. Race number 9 going to be coming up next. A.J. Johnson with a 1.5 second lead here up on T.J. Bradley. Jake Lasco holding on to that number 3. Carlos Sigi working number 4. Man, it's a tight battle right now for that 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 minute down, 7 minutes left to go. A.J. Johnson, T.J. Bradley now separated by 0.6 of a second. A.J. Johnson, T.J. Bradley now separated by 1.3 seconds. Jake Lasco in that number 3. Newbie in the number 4. A.J. Johnson with a 1.3 second lead here up on T.J. Jake Lasco holding on to that number 3 spot. Mic check, 1, 2. Is this speaker right here still working right here? The one right here? Under the tent. Mic check, 1, 2. Okay. A.J. Johnson now beginning to feel the pressure here from T.J. Bradley as T.J. is only 1.2 seconds back. Here they come in through the middle section of the track. T.J. all over the backside here of A.J. Down the front straightaway to go. T.J. Bradley now coming up. Or A.J. Johnson now coming up on the backside of some lap traffic here. Lap traffic pulls over and lets him come through. At that 180 off camber. TJ not able to close the distance, staying right at about 1 second. Now the charge here in the last couple of laps, but now that lead is starting to stabilize. A.J. Johnson going down that front straightaway. The gap right at 1 point, now 2 seconds. So A.J. really picks it up here. Jake Lasco from 7th on the starting grid up to that number 3 spot. 40-plus E-Buggy presented by Smith Garage Equipment out on the track. Race 8 on underway. Race number 9 going to be coming up next.
Five minutes left.
3 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. Lasco coming across the line, finds himself right now 4.6 seconds back into 2. Newbie holding on to the 4. Renee holding on to the 5. Bobby Phillips holding on to that number 6 spot. Tony Rivas in the 7. Carlos Sigi in the 8. Louis Perez in the 9. Tom Lane on the 10. James Large on the 11. Freddie on that number 12. 3:30 down, 4:30 left to go. Race 8 out on the track. Race number 9, you're going to be coming up next. Race 9 up next. All right, you're halfway there, racers. 4 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Race number 9, Open Nitro Truggy, A final up next. Jake Lasco has made that pass now up in that number 2 spot. TJ Bradley working to number 3. .330 left to go. All right, you're 5 minutes down, 3 minutes remaining. A.J. Johnson has now opened up
left.
a 9.5 second lead up on the field. Jake Lasco, though, feeling the pressure here from T.J. Bradley for that number 2 spot as they work the left-hand side. Bradley directly behind Lasco. They're all marred up in a ton of lap traffic here as they're trying to work their way through the doubles in the middle section of the track. Now the dog leg. Coming across the tabletop, right-hand side of the track. Got James Large there in front of our battle. Freddie right there as well. TJ now makes that pass on Lasco. Lasco to that number 3. 2:20 left to go.
2 minutes left.
With 2 minutes left to go here in race number 8. Race number 9, you're coming up next. Clicking them off here, guys. Race 8 scheduled to be done at 4:40, and it's just now 4:20. We're ahead of schedule. Let's keep clicking them off. We're actually, on my sheet here that I wrote down a little while ago, we're scheduled to be done at 10:45, but that included an hour of track maintenance, which we're probably just going to let the track just ride, just let her rip, tater chip. A.J. Johnson coming across the line with the big lead right now up on the field, 2.8 seconds up. T.J. Bradley holding on that number 2. Lasco working that number 3.
1 minute left.
You got 7 minutes down and 1 minute left to go. Man, Jake Lasco staying right there with T.J. Bradley. Justin Newby right there on the backside of Tony Rivas for that number 4 and 5. These guys are hot and heavy in the points. A.J. Johnson finds himself 2.2 seconds up on T.J. right now. There's Tony Rivas.
30 seconds left.
In the Viagra car, running in the 4. Race clock is about to expire here in A-Main number 1 of 40+ E Buggy.
15 seconds left.
Oh, TJ with a little bit of a bobble. That's going to allow Jake Lasco now to slip past. Lasco going to move up into that number 2. TJ falls down to the 3. Oh, man, that was TJ going hot over that triple. Going full send. Not able to make the corner. As the race clock expires, A.J. Johnson.
Carlos Segui done.
Over here on
Luis
the right-hand
Perez
side
done.
of the track, battling with some lap traffic. Long
RC
time
sign-up
racer.
Bobby done. Tom Lane done.
And
A.J.
there we go.
Johnson
A.J.
done.
Johnson going to come across line. He's
Jacob
going to take the
Lasco
race
done.
win. Jake Lasco going to
T.J.
come on
Bradley
that 2.
done.
T.J. Bradley in the 3. Your top
Freddie
3
Valona
only
done.
separated by 8
Tony
tenths
Rivas
of a
done.
second last time by the line. Wow.
Justin Newby
And
done.
Justin Newby going to edge out Carlos Segui for that number 5. Get that extra lap in there.
James
That's
Large
the race,
done.
guys. Everybody is done. All right, you guys, put your cars down. Come on out. Grab a tour marshal spot real quick, please. I know some of you guys are race marshal race. I know it's rough on you. But it's time for Open Nitro Trucking. All right, you guys, quickly, again, put your cars down. Come on out, grab a tour marshal spot. I know some of you guys are race marshal race. You're marshaling your buddies, stuff like that. Guys, you're going to have to find your own marshals. All right, Open Nitro Truck. Let's get them warmed up. Let's get them going. Race number 9. Guys, just grab marshal spots. Don't worry about
1 minute to the start of the race.
don't worry about numbers. Just grab marshal spots.
Corey Brown. Forty-five seconds to the start of the race. Lane size 1. Jose Agostino.
All right, I'm waiting on a check from Tony Brown and Bill Toxdorf. Tony Brown and Bill Toxdorf, please. I should have all my marshals out here in position. All right, we're looking pretty good, guys. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. I still have no check from Tony Brown or Bill Toxdorf. Mechanics, come on out. Corey Brown on the 1. Dwayne Sizemore on the 2. Tony Brown on the 3. Chris Powell on the 4. Scott Wiedmeyer on the 5. KJ Anderson on the 6. Jose on the 7. Mike Prinz on the 8. Mike Salata on the 9. Dennis Cooley on the 10. John Grant on the 11. And Bill Toxdorf, please, on the 12. Okay, you guys waiting on a check from Tony Brown and Bill Talkstorf, please. Tony Brown and Bill Talkstorf. No check from y'all. Okay. Got a minute grace called for Bill.
Tony Brown.
There's Tony Brown checking in. Going to start on the 3. I've seen better hustles out of
William
people in the
Tolstorf.
Coast Guard. That's all I'm going to say. The reserves of Coast Guard. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. All right. Bill, you up on the driver's stand, buddy? Is he up there? Corey, is he up there? Okay. All right, we're ready to go. Here we go, guys. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Let's fuel them up, fuel them up, fuel them up. Let's clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. And here we go. We are off and running. It's going to be Corey Brown leading the way. Corey in the HB, followed closely by Dwayne Sizemore, who's in that number 2 spot. Here they come in the middle section of the track. Corey Brown in that all. Is that Corey or is that Dwayne? Dwayne has the all red paint job. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Oh, we get this fixed. Hold on. Let me fix this. There we go. Corey Brown in that all red paint scheme. With Dwayne Sizemore right behind him at number 2. Oh, Dwayne looking to the inside. Dwayne with the power move and takes the position away. And Corey Brown going to dive right back to the inside, take it away. So right now you got Corey, Dwayne, and Tony. 1, 2, and 3. Chris Powell in that number 4. Scott Wiedmeyer in the 5. John Grant from 11th on the starting grid all the way to that number 6 spot now. Dennis Cooley in the 7. Race number 9 out on the track. This is our Open Nitro Truckee A final presented by S-Works. Corey Brown leading the way right now with Dwayne Sizemore in tow. Here they come in the middle section of the track. Now onto the right-hand side at the off-camber. Corey zigzagging, snaking his way through the back section. Now going to open up a little bit of gap here on second place of Tony Brown. Dwayne Sizemore. Oh, man, one goes for a rollover right in front of our race leader. That all-red Truckee is race leader. At the doubles now. Here he comes towards the dog leg. Got lap traffic there just in front of him. Right-hand side of the track there at the off-camber. Corey Brown in that red truck trying to find his way around it, getting tied up here with lap traffic. Going to lose the position now. New race leader going to be Dwayne Sizemore. Lap traffic now. Be mindful of the leaders around you. I called that one for a full half a lap, and you did not give him any space. It took him out in the corner. No, it was not intentional. Oh, did I just catch something? Oh, no, that's the wrong red truck. There goes Corey Brown down the front straightaway with the race lead. Dwayne Sizemore now. Chris Powell has worked his way up to that number 2 spot. So Chris Powell on the race number. You're 3:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Corey Brown, Chris Powell, Tony Brown, 1, 2, and 3. Scott Wiedmeyer in the 4. Dwayne Sizemore in the 5. Kari Brown, Chris Powell, and Tony Brown, 1, 2, and 3. Wiedmeyer working at number 4. Wiedmeyer right now 11 seconds back into 3. A good battle right now for that number 2. One second here, guys. Working on something here in the booth. Got Kari Brown right now out in front. Chris Powell holding on that number 2. Scott Wiedmeyer in that number 3. Chris Powell now takes over that race lead at 6:30 down, 18:30 left to go, 18:30 remaining. Kari Brown, Chris Powell, Scott Wiedmeyer, Dwayne Sizemore, 3 and 4. Jose holding on to the 5. KJ Anderson in the 6. Mike Parenza in the 7. Tony Brown in the 8. Mike Salata in the number 9. Dennis in the 10. John Grant working the 11. Bill Toxdorf in the 12. It's a tight battle right now atop of the leaderboard between Kari Brown and Chris Powell. Oh, man, as they come across the line, they're separated by 9/10 of a second here. Dwayne Sizemore working that number 3. Sizemore right now 22 seconds back of that number 2. It's a 2-truck battle here at the 7:30 mark. 7:30 down, 17:30 left to go. KJ Anderson in the 6. Danny, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know. It's down, but the only thing it is just the scoring and timing part of it on the broadcast. Everything else is working perfect. 8:30 down, 16:30 left to go. Chris Powell right now finds himself 0.3 of a second up on Kari Brown. Dwayne Sizemore holding on to that number 3 spot. Sizemore right now 15 seconds back into 2. Wiedmeyer right now 20 seconds back into 3. $9:30 down, 15:30 left to go. Chris Powell continuing to lead the way. Got a 16-second lead here up on Dwayne Sizemore. Scott Wiedmeyer in that number 3 spot. Kari Brown holding on to number 4. Brown dropping down the ladder here. Looks like Brown may have had some issues. Brown may have stretched out. Oh, we got one out there losing a body. Man, we got a long ways left to go. 15 minutes remaining in this race. I'd dive into the pits, get that thing fixed real quick. Oh, no, all upside down on top of one another, trying to get it worked out. TJ trying to straighten them up. And that one going to take off down the front straightaway with that body just flapping up in the air. You got less than 15 minutes left to go. You got another fuel stop to make no matter what. $10:30 down, $14:30 remaining. Chris Powell still with the race lead. Water, please. Somebody bring TJ Bradley a water from 11 minutes down, 14 minutes left to go. Chris Powell right now leading the way. Got a 2-second lead here up on Dwayne. All right, so he's good. Thank you, left to go. Chris Powell and Dwayne Sizemore right now separated by 1.1 seconds. Chris Powell, Dwayne Sizemore right now running 1 and 2. Kari Brown in at number 3. Scott Wiedmeyer working at number 4. Jose in the 5. KJ Anderson in the 6. And Kari Brown is beginning to close the gap here on the race lead. He's got a lap he's got to make up. We still got a long ways left to go. Kari Brown has now climbed up into that number 3 spot, 3.8 seconds up on Wiedmeyer. $13 minutes down, 12 minutes left to go. 13 minutes down, 12 minutes remaining. Good battle right now between Powell and Sizemore. They're only separated by 0.3 of a second. Chris Powell with now 0.3 of a second up on Dwayne Sizemore. Kari Brown coming across the line. Now he's closed that gap down to 28 seconds. 11:30 left to go. $11 minutes remaining. $14 minutes down. 11 minutes left to go. Chris Powell, Dwayne Sizemore, Kari Brown, Scott Wiedmeyer, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $14:30 down, 10:30 left to go. All right, you right at 15 minutes down, 10 minutes left to go. Dwayne Sizemore now 8 seconds back in the race lead. Kari Brown has closed that gap now down to 21 seconds for that number 2 spot. 9:45 left to go. 15:30 down, 19:30 remaining. Chris Powell, Dwayne Sizemore, Kari Brown, 1, 2, and 3. Race number 9 on the track. Race number 10, you're going to be coming up next. Race 10 up next. All right, you're 16 minutes down, 9 minutes left to go. Chris Powell continuing to lead the way with Dwayne Sizemore holding on to that number 2 spot. Kari Brown into number 3. Scott Wiedmeyer into number 4. Jose holding on to the 5. Tony Brown holding on to the 6. Mike Prince in the 7. KJ Anderson in the 8. Mike Slotta 9. Dennis in at number 10. Race number 10. You're coming up next. Pro Nitro Truck. $17 minutes down, 8 minutes left to go. It's Sizemore right now continuing to wait with Powell holding on to that number 2 spot. Oh, long lap here for Brown. Chris Powell now closed within 1 second behind Dwayne Sizemore for that race lead. And rough lap there for Brown. Battled his way all the way to that 3 spot. Now running in at number 4. Tony Brown in at number 5. Mike Prince in the 6. Jose 7. KJ in the 8. Mike in the 9. Dennis 10. 7 minutes left to go. All right, with just over 6 minutes left to go. $19 minutes down, 6 minutes remaining. Dwayne Sizemore out in front. Chris Powell, 10 seconds back in that number 2. Scott Wiedmeyer right now 1 lap back in the 3. Kari Brown finds himself 15 seconds back in the 3 now. Tony Brown 1 lap back of the 4. No close battles to really call. Everybody kind of spread apart on the track right now. Danny, come here. Hey, go. Beside my side of the bed, there's a little fan. A little white fan. A little white fan. Bring in that fan. USB power. Put that down here. See, maybe you can go. Okay. With just over 5 minutes left to go. Again, gaps are continuing to spread out here as Dwayne Sizemore maintains a 10-second lead.
5
but
minutes
now
left.
Wiedmeyer running right at 40 seconds back. That's a lap and a half back of that number 2. With less than 5 minutes left to go. Dwayne Sizemore finds himself out in front now, 15 seconds up on the field with 4 minutes left to go. Dwayne Sizemore looking for the win here in Open Nitro Truggy.
4 minutes left.
Race 10, you're coming up next. Race 10, up next. All right, you are now 3:20 down, or 3:20 remaining. Long lap here for Tony Brown as Corey Brown now falls down to the 5. Here comes Mike running in that 8th spot. Dwayne Sizemore right behind him. There's Scott Wiedmeyer holding on to the number 3.
3 minutes left.
A long lap here for Tony Brown as he may be out of it. 22 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. There's Bill Talksdorf coming across the line in 11, 2:45 remaining. There's Tony Brown coming across the line. Brown holding on to that number 4. It's like Kari may be out of it.
Two minutes left.
Two minutes left to go in this one. Race number 10 coming up next. Race 10 up next. All right, you got a minute 30 left to go. Dwayne Sizemore, Chris Powell, Scott Wiedmeyer, 1, 2, and 3. Tony Brown holding on to that number 4. Mike Parenza in that number 5 spot. KJ Anderson in the 6.
One minute left.
All right, you got 1 minute left to go here in race number 9.
45 seconds left.
Dwayne Sizemore could, oh no, one upside down there, oh no, oh no, oh no. There they go, they're getting it worked out.
$30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
Dwayne, as the race clock expired, Dwayne Sizemore going to take the win here at round number 4 of the Florida RC Championships, presented by J Concepts, as he's going to win here in Open Nitro Truggy. Wait on to come back to the line.
Mike Slaughter done. Dwayne Sizemore done.
And
Mike
it will be
done.
Dwayne Sizemore taking the win. Chris Powell going to come up in that number 2 spot. Scott Wiedmeyer in the 3. Tony Brown going to hold on to 4. And
done.
Mike Parenza going to come across the line and finish up in that number 5 and final podium position. Waiting on KJ, Jose, and Dennis. Waiting on 3 to finish. I got 3 left to finish here. Looks like Jose and Dennis may be out. Waiting on KJ Anderson. Waiting on KJ.
KJ Anderson.
There we go. That's the
done.
race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, I need Dwayne, Chris, Scott. Let's see here. Again, guys, I need Dwayne, Chris, Scott, Tony, and Mike Parenza to the podium, please. Rest of you, I need you out here to marshal. All right, race number 10, Pro Nitro Truggy up next. What's up? Alrighty, guys, let's get our marshals out here, please. Marshals, come on out. All right, I need KJ Anderson, Kari Brown, Mike Salata, Jose, Dennis, Bill, and John. I need my top 5. Dwayne Sizemore, your race winner. Chris Powell into 2. Scott Wiedmeyer, Tony Brown, and Mike Parenza to the podium, please. To the podium with your trucks, please. Yeah. Get a shady spot. Get it. Take it. All right, I see Jose out there. I see Kari Brown out there. Missing John Grant. I see Bill Talksdorf. Missing Dennis. Mike Salata missing you. KJ Anderson. There's KJ. Mike Salata, sorry how it's pronounced, Solta. All right, guys, I'm ready to get this one underway. Let's go. Marshals that I'm missing, please, to the track. Let's go ahead and let's turn them loose, turn them loose, turn them loose. Race 10, let's get them checked in, please. Yeah, go get one, quickly. Very quickly, please.
Juan Jose Serna. Patrick Rossiter. Kayla Espinel. Dave Fowler. Adam Tyrrell. Joshua Vici Domini. Keith Hill.
All right. All right, guys, let's see here. Who I'm missing out here for Marshall? Wiedmeyer's out there. Powell's out there. Sizemore's out there. Missing Tony Brown and Mike Parenza. Tony Brown and Mike Parenza. Here comes, looks like Tony Brown coming out. Just got an open bucket right there. Oh, Tony's on his bucket. So mixing Mike Parenza to Marshall. Mike Parenza and Mike Solta. Ready to get this one underway? All right, guys, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. All right, guys, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Let's line them up, please. Line them up. I need Kayla Espinel on the 1, Patrick Rosser on the 2, Adam Tyrell on the 3, Josh Fisher-Dummy on the 4, Dave Fowler on the number 5, Keith Hill on the 6, and Juan Serna, please, on the 7. Yeah, I'm looking. I see. was put 2 marshals back there in the back. Guys, racers ready. Marshals ready. Let's fuel them up, fuel them up, fuel them up, fuel them up. Let's clean them out, clean them out, clean them out. Down and quiet. So it's going to be Kayla Espinel. Took TQ. What happened here? Got 2 of them. 2 of them with some issues. And they're going to fire it off. There they go. So Kayla Espinel with some problems right there to start. Oh, we got one upside down. So Patrick Rossiter right now with the race lead. Well out in front. Here he comes over here on the right-hand side of the track. Down the front straightaway he goes. Adam Tyrell holding on at number 2. Vichadomian at number 3. Long ways to go here in this 25-minute final. Patrick Rossiter now with the race lead, 6.3 seconds up on the field. Adam Tyrell holding on to that number 2 spot. Josh Vichadomi in number 3. Vichadomi 3.1 seconds back into 2. Juan Cerna works his way in at number 4. Kayla in the 5. .140 down, 2:30 left to go. Race number 10 out on the track. Race number 11 coming up next. .230 down, 230. Uh-oh. Got one little bit of trouble there. Is that Adam Tyrell? Oh, man, Tyrell with a bad break on that top left. Oh, man. Unfortunate break there for Tyrell. All right, you're right at 3 minutes down, 21 minutes left to go. Juan Cerna currently in that number 2 spot, 15 seconds back of the race lead as Patrick Rossiter continuing to stretch it out here. Rossiter in the Mugen chassis. Patrick, Juan, Josh, Kayla, Keith, Dave, your current running order. Tyrell with an unfortunate break right here at the start. Man, that stinks. You're now 4 minutes down, 21 minutes left to go. 4 minutes down, 21 remaining. Patrick Rossiter right now with a 16-second lead here up on Juan Cerna, who's in that number 2 spot. Josh Vichadomi in that number 3. Kayla Espinel working at number 4. 5 minutes down, 20 minutes left to go. Patrick Rossiter continuing to lead the way with Juan Cerna holding on to that number 2 spot. Josh Vichadomi in that number 3. Kayla Espinel working the 4. You're 5:30 down, 19:30 left to go. Rossiter continuing to lead the way. Juan Cerna holding on to that number 2 spot. Oh no, Kayla with an unfortunate flame out here at the start. Right at the start-finish line. Rossiter continuing to lead the way. Juan Cerna holding on to that number 2. Josh Vichadomi in that number 3. You're 7 minutes down, 18 minutes left to go. $7:30 down, 17:20 left to go, 17:20 remaining. Patrick Rossiter diving into the pits right here at the 8-minute mark. 7:45 getting his first fuel stop. He's got a 1-lap lead right now up on the field. Pro Nitro Trucking presented by BeachRC.com. Patrick, Juan, Josh, Kayla, Dave, Keith. Your current running order. Josh Vichadomi right now only 5.1 seconds back. Looks like Josh diving into the pits for his fuel. Mark on the fuel gun. Dad gets him in and out of the pits real quick here. That Techno driver. Oh no, Josh a little too hot into the corner. That's off the side of the track. Uh-oh. The one out here with an unfortunate flame out. Is that Keith Hill, I believe? I think that might be Keith Hill. Yep. Patrick Rossiter right now with a 24-second lead here up on Juan Cerna. Kayla Espinel having some motor issues here right at the very start. She was our TQ holder for Pro Nitro Truck. $9:30 down, 15:30 left to go. Patrick Rossiter coming across the line right now, 28 seconds up on the field. $10 minutes down, 15 minutes left to go. There are no battles to call right now here in Pro Nitro Truckers. Everybody's really spread out. Patrick right now 1 lap up on Juan Cerna. Josh Viccidomi now 18 seconds back at a 2. Viccidomi has a 19-second lead up on Kayla Espinel. Espinel currently 1 lap up on Dave Fowler. Looks like we got Mr. Keith having a little bit some troubles. He looks like he may be out. Adam Tyrell looks like he's gotten his fixed and back into the fight. So he's going to be looking to move to that 5 spot. What's up, buddy? All right, you're halfway there. 2:30 down, 12:30 left to go. Kayla with the missed lap there, got that corrected for her. She's currently running 9 seconds back behind Viccidomi. Dave Fowler working on that number 5. Keith Hill in at number 6. All right, you're 13 minutes down, 12 minutes left to go. Looks like Kayla having some more issues here. She's in the pits once again. This heat wreaking havoc on all these tunes. All right, you're 13:30 down, 11:30 left to go. Rossiter right now with a lap and a half lead up on Juan Cerna. Juan right now, lap up on, we got another one with a flame out. Trying to make out whose car that is. I didn't get to see the side of it from the exchange. Oh, that was Kayla. Oh, man. Dave Fowler now works his way up into that number 4. 14 minutes down, 11 minutes left to go. Got a long lap here for Viccidomi, waiting for him to come back to the line. Oh, I see Mark. I don't see a truck in the pits, though. There's Tyrell. Here comes Josh. There's Josh coming across the line. Josh with a really long lap there. Still holding on to that 3 spot, though. He's currently a lap up on Dave Fowler. There's Juan Cerna diving into the pits, getting his fuel. Rossiter still leading the way. All right, you're right at 15 minutes down, 10 minutes remaining. Rossiter still out in front. Juan Cerna holding on to that number 2 spot. Vichadomi working at number 3. Fowler into 4. Everybody right now spread apart by 1 lap or more. Our race leader has 2 laps up nearly on the field now. Race number 11, four-wheel drive short course A main number 1 coming up next. Race 11. We're clicking along here really good, guys. Clicking along. Let's keep up the pace. I'm going to need volunteer marshal help after this race. Race number 10 was scheduled to end at 5:50, and we are currently at 5:12 with 10 minutes left to go. You're now 16 minutes down, 9 minutes left to go. Pro Nitro truck out on the track. Front straightaway, front straightaway. There's no battles to call right now with right at 8:30 left to go. We'll go through the field here. Let's see if our cameraman's not paying attention right now. So I was going to go through the field, but he's currently got it on a static cam with just over 8 minutes left to go. Danny, let's do a field run through. We'll start off with Patrick. Let's do a field run through. If you want to pick him up, pick up our race leader. Pick up our race leader there. So Patrick Rossiter right now working the middle section of the track. Here he comes onto the right-hand side. Rossiter going down the front straightaway. So we're going to follow him for a lap. This is our race leader, currently working lap number 41. Left-hand side of the track. Rossiter running the Mugen chassis. J Concepts tires. Running the Nitro Pro fuel. I'm honestly not sure what motor he's running. I'm only assuming it's an OS based on the right-hand side of the track. Here he comes down the front straightaway. He's got Josh Vichadomi, who's running into number 3 spot there just in front of him. So let's pick up Vichadomi that's just in front of him. Vichadomi running the white, green, and pink with the white wheels. Vichadomi running the Techno chassis. Oh, having a little bit of trouble there on that double as he had the angles all messed up. Vichadomi also running the J Concepts tires. Here he is on the right-hand side of the track, coming down the front straightaway. Going to dive into the pits there for Vichadomi. 6:45 left to go. Juan Cerna holding on to that number 2 spot. Again, no battles to call with 6:30 left to go, 6:30 remaining. You guys trying to find some shade and some cool drink here. I know it's hot out there, guys. I know it is. It's 93 degrees inside this trailer, and that's with the air conditioner on, so I'm feeling your pain. I've got sweat running in places where sweat shouldn't be running. .545 left to go. There ain't a cloud in the sky nowhere for no kind of relief. Nothing. 5:30 left to go. Race number 11 on the track. We're clicking off at a pretty good pace here, guys. We can just keep that up. We're going to need volunteer marshals after this race. I got an 8-minute four-wheel drive short course final coming up next. 8-minute four-wheel drive short course final up next.
Five minutes left. 4 minutes left.
All right, 21 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Again, I have no close battles to call. Rossiter right now nearly 2 laps up on the field. Vichadomi currently running 3 laps back as Juan Cerna dives into the pits. Race number 10 on the track. Race number 11 going to be coming up next. .330 left to go, 3:30 remaining.
Three minutes left.
That Bugan run and fall is here for Rossiter. Finds himself out in front. Pro Nitro Truggy brought to you by BeachRC.com. Two minutes left to go. This is your 2-minute warning.
Two minutes left.
All right, 1 minute left to go here for Patrick
1 minute
Rossiter.
left.
Rossiter having a perfect run here in Pro Nitro Truck. .45 seconds left to go.
45 seconds left.
It's Juan Cerna right now in that number 2 spot. He's got a 5-lap lead up on Vichadomi. Vichadomi currently 1 lap up on Fowler. Fowler 3 laps up on Kayla. Kayla 13 laps up on Adam Tyrell with 20 seconds left to go. Top 5 straight to podium
left.
after this race. Guys, again, I'm going to have volunteer marshal up. We only have 7 in this race. So I need at least 2 volunteers, please. I need 2 volunteers. There's only 7 in this race. Alrighty, guys, race clock has expired. Keep going here to computer call you done.
Patrick Rossiter done. Joshua Vichadomi done. Adam Tyrell done.
Patrick Rossiter going to come across line. He will take the
Juan
win
Jose Cerna done.
from
Dave Fowler done.
pretty much tone to tone here. Waiting on Kayla, and that's the race,
Kayla
guys.
Espinel done.
Everybody is done. All right, race number 10. You're going to the shade. All right, so Bobby Phillips going to come out and help. Thank you, Bobby Phillips. All right, I need Patrick Rossiter, Juan Cerna, Josh Vichadomi, Dave Fowler, and Kayla Espinel. Kayla, I need to also make sure you get your TQ photo. I'm not sure how that got mixed up, but you were TQ overall, not Patrick. So you need to make sure you get your TQ photo, Kayla Espinel. Thank you. All right, guys, I need my top 5 to podium, please. Top 5 to podium, guys. Please don't talk about it. Let's go. Everybody, top 5 to podium, please. And I need volunteer marshals as well. I know it's hot out there, But the longer we drag on, the longer it's going to take us.
One minute to the start of the race. Adian Koto. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Manning. Thomas McGrath.
All right, guys,
Vincent
get my top
Serbenite.
5 over there for podium, please. I need Patrick Rossiter 1,
30
John
seconds to the
Cerner
start of
2,
the
Josh
race.
Vichadomi 3, Dave Fowler 4, and Kayla Espinel 5. Kayla, also make sure you get your TQ photo. Kayla, if you would, please report to podium very quickly,
Art Therivel.
please, very quickly.
Gene Jr. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, thank you to Bobby
Gary
Phillips.
Teeter.
Just set it on pit lane. Just set it on pit lane, Brooke.
Less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got Bobby Phillips out there to Marshall. Here comes Brooke. Brooke, are you going to Marshall or no? Yep, she is. Okay. So that means I need, that should be all my volunteers that I need. Only needed 2. So John Bedard is going to sit this one out. We're going to give Josh Vichadomi here just a moment because he is race Marshall race. And he got on the podium. So we're giving him just a moment. Josh, you don't have to rush or run. Take your time. Get comfortable. Thank you. Looks like Damon Ebacheek's going to come out and Marshall. Thank you, young man. Got Adam Tyrell out there already in position. Looking for Keith Hill. Looks like he's out there and in position. Juan Cerna coming out to grab his Marshall spot. Here comes Kayla. Going to grab her Marshall spot. Kayla, did you get your TQ photo too? Okay, thank you. So I already got my volunteers that I need. Here comes Patrick. I see Dave Fowler working his way back there towards his stuff to drop it off. I don't have a marshal right here by me. All right, waiting on a check from James Large and KJ Anderson.
Joshua Vichadomi.
There's Josh. James Large. Going to make it, buddy. James Large going to make it. James Large. KJ Anderson going to make it, buddy. KJ.
KJ Anderson.
There we go. James Large, waiting on you, James Large. Let's go ahead and let's get them lined up. The 1 will be open. Gene Trout on the 2. Josh Vichadomi on the 3. James Large on the 4. Vincent Cerbrini on the 5. Thomas McGrath on the 6. Aiden Kotu on the 7. Bartman on the 8. Gary Teeter on the 9. Scott Manning, please, on the 10. And KJ Anderson on the 11. Was he not in his trailer? He's wrenching. See somebody moving around over there. Oh, no, he's out. All right, guys, let's get them lined up here. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. All right, race number 11 is underway. Four-wheel drive, short course, A-Main number 1, presented by RC Sign Up. Looks like we got Josh Vichadomi out in front in the white and pink. Cerbrini holding on to that number 2 spot directly behind him. Cerbrini with a big move here at the start from 5th on the starting grid all the way to number 2. There goes Gene Trout in that number 3. 1, 2, and 3 working the left-hand side of the track. Race number 12. Race number 12, you're going to be coming up next. Open E Truggy up next. All right, guys, it is 1 minute down, 7 minutes left to go here in this 8-minute final. .130 down, 6:30 left to go. Gene Trout now with the race lead. That all-white short course going down the front straightaway. Vincent Sabrini holding on to the number 2 with Vichadomi right behind him into number 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now very close together, or 2 and 3 very close together. Two minutes down, 6 minutes left to go. Gene Trout right now with a 5-second lead here up on Vincent. Josh Vichadomi working at number 3 spot. Aiden Kotu working the 4. Gary Teeter 5. Thomas McGrath in the 6. Bart Mann in the 7. Scott Manning in the 8. KJ Anderson in the 9. Race at number 11 out on the track. You got Gene Trout now with a 5.8 second lead here up on Sabrini. Sabrini with a very slim lead up on Josh Vichadomi last time by the line. With just over 5 minutes left to go, Gene Trout with the race lead. Sabrini holding on to that number 2.
5 minutes left.
Well, Gene Trout right now with the race lead. Vincent Sabrini in that number 2 spot. Guys, don't cut the track now. Don't cut the track. I know darn good and well there's not a short course out there that just turned a 25-second lap. So I know exactly what that means. With just over 4 minutes left to go. Oh, it's a good battle right now between Vincent Sabrini and Josh Vichadomi, as them two are still going at it for that number 2 and 3 spot. Race number 12 coming up next. Race 12. We're clicking along pretty good here, guys. Let's keep it up. Kayla, when you get married, I expect you to wear that hat. And those shorts. Yes. Yes. If you don't wear it, I'm not coming. I'm not going to the wedding. Gene Trout right now leading the way. I tell you what, you wear that, I'll wear the dress. How about that? That work? Okay. Gene Trout right now out in front, got a 14-second lead here up on Vincent Sabrini. Aiden Kotu has worked his way up into that number 3 spot. Scott Manning holding on to that number 4. McGrath 5. Gary Teeter in the 6. It's done with a little bit of problems here in A-Main number 1. He'll be back for A-Main number 2, though. Remember, guys, if you have problems in A1, you can still win the overall in A2. .230 left to go. Open E Truggy coming up next. Open E Truggy up next. We are currently racing on race number 11. Guys, we are aware the scoring and timing on Live RC is down on the scoring computer. We are working on it. We do understand that it is down. Our cameraman needs a water break. Needs a water. Can somebody please bring the cameraman some water? Danny Paz needs some water. Okay. So Hunter's going to go grab it. Thank you, Hunter King. Got a minute 40 left to go. Gene Shrout continued to lead the way. Got a nearly 20-second lead now up on the field.
One minute left.
Hey, Josh. Josh.
"45 seconds left.
45 seconds left to go.
"30 seconds left. "15 seconds left.
Gene Shrout right now leading the way. Got a one-lap lead here up on Vincent Sabrini. Aiden Kotu holding on to that number 3 spot. 4.5 seconds back into 2.
Scott Manning done.
Scott Manning going to cross the line and go to get caught right line. Going to finish up in that 4. Thomas McGrath going to finish up in that 5.
Gary Teeter done. Vincent Serbini done. Adian Kotu done.
And Gene Shrout going to come across the line. Gene Shrout going to take the win here in 4-wheel drive short course. A-main number 1.
Bart Ferrable done.
And that's a race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, guys, quickly put your cars down. Coming out, grab a commercial spot. Race number 12 going to be coming up next. Race 12 up next. All right, marshals, come on out, please. Marshals to the track, please.
Benjamin Fox. Tom Lane. 1 minute to the start of the race. John Evan Cheek. Sol Lugo. Rob Offit. Austin Craig. Christopher Romero. James Large. 45
Here's
seconds to the start of the race.
presented by Surpass Hobbies.
Tony Patty Schall. Ben Bertle. Chris Powell.
I'm missing a marshal here in the middle section of the track. Shouldn't be missing anybody.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Waiting on check from Hayden Pascal. Waiting on check from Hayden. No check for him yet.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're about ready to get this one here underway. Let's go ahead and line them up. I need Ben Bertle, please, on the 1. James Large on the 2. Rob Offit on the 3. Austin Craig on the 4. Tom Lane on the 5.
Five,
John Evan Cheek on the 6. Chris Romero on the 7.
2,
Chris Powell on the 8.
1.
Hayden Pascal on the 9. Solugo on the 10. Ben Fox on the 11. And Tony Padishaw on the 12. He broke? Okay. Alrighty, guys. Looks like I got all my marshals out here. We're ready to roll. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. And we are off and running. They're working the top left-hand side of the track here at the start now. Easy, guys, coming in through the start. Easy. Here they come onto the right-hand side of the track. Ben Bertle out in front. Into Mugen, going down the front straightaway. James Large right behind him in that number 2 with Austin Craig working the 3. Rob off at 4 and Tom Lane 5. What's up, Nico? Race number 12 underway. You're right at 1 minute down, 7 minutes left to go. Race 13, Rookie E-Truggy. You're coming up next. Ben Bertle continuing to lead the way with James Large holding on to that number 2 spot. Austin Craig working that number 3. Remember, guys, if you have a problem in AMA number 1, you can still win the overall in AMA number 2. Bertle out in front, 1 second up on James Large. Large right now 1 second up on Austin Craig. Craig 1.7 seconds up on Rob Offit. And Tom Lane 9/10 of a second back of the 4. You got a minute 20 down, 6:40 left to go. .620 left to go, 6:20 remaining here in race number 12. Ben Bertle still continuing to lead the way as he goes down across the start-finish line. Austin Craig working that number 2 spot. James Large into number 3, 1.1 seconds back at the 2. Tom Lane and Rob Offit last time by the line, separated by half a second. You're right at 2:15 down, 5:45 left to go. With just over 5 minutes remaining. James Large, Austin Craig right now 2 and 3. Tom Lane, Rob Offit 4 and 5. Padishaw has battled his way from the B main up to the number 5 position.
5 minutes left.
Ben Bertle still maintaining race lead. He is pulling away from the field here in Open Truggy. There he goes down across the start-finish line, working the left-hand side of the track.
Four minutes left.
After race 16, put a little bit of water down on it. After race 16. Ben Bertle right now leading the way. Guys, we're going to put a little bit of water down on the track after race 16. After race 16, so before the start of the 40-plus Nitro Buggy A main, we are going to do some track maintenance. 3:30 left to go, 3:30 remaining. There'll be a little bit of a break after race 16. Man, it's a tight battle right now in the middle of the pack between Offutt, Craig, Padishaw, and Fox. Padishaw and Fox are 2 bump-ups. Right now running into 5 and 6 position with 3 minutes left to go. They're all working that left-hand side and now coming into the interior section of the track.
Three minutes left.
With 3 minutes left to go, over here on the right-hand side of the track, here they come back, battling towards start-finish. Offutt in that silver-colored buggy. Now up to the number 2 as James Large falls to the 3. Austin Craig 4, Ben Fox 5, and Padishaw 6. So 2 through 6, very close together with one another as they come in through the middle section of the track here. .230 left to go, 2:30 remaining. There's Chris Powell coming across the line. He's holding on to 7. Tom Lane in the 8. Chris Romero in that number 9. Just over 2 minutes left to go.
Two minutes left.
6 minutes down, 2 minutes remaining. Padishaw on the backside of Austin Craig here for that number 5 spot. Austin Craig 0.8 of a second behind Ben Fox for the number 4. Fox 1.2 seconds behind Rob Offutt, and Offutt only 0.2 of a second behind James Large. Large right now holding on that number 2 spot. That battle is all over here on our, oh, one goes for a big tumble. That was Ben Fox. That's going to allow Padishaw to close up right on his back bumper now.
1 minute left.
.45 seconds left to go. It's Ben Birtle out in front.
45 seconds left.
James Large holding on that number 2. Rob Offutt working the number 3. Ben Fox in the 4. Race clock is about to expire here.
.30 seconds left. .15 seconds left.
Time about to expire here. Fox right now 2 seconds back of Large. Don't know if there's enough time on the clock here for him to run him down. Oh, looks like he may have already, as James Large has a problem. It's going to be Ben Fox now up to that number 2. Offutt right there in the 4. Padishaw 5. Craig 6. They're going to battle it out here for one more lap. Here they are in the middle section of the track as they come in through the doubles. Now at the dog leg for Ben Fox. Around the 180 he goes. He's got James Larger directly behind him, followed closely by Offutt and Padishaw. Right-hand side of the track. Here they come back through the rollers. Back to the line they go. It will be just as they cross the lap prior. It'll be Ben Birtle taking the win here in A-Main number 1. Ben Fox is going to come on with the 2. James Large 3, Rob Offutt 4, and Tony Padishaw rounding out the field in the top 5. All right, you guys, put your trucks down quickly. Come on out, grab a turn marshal spot. Race number 13, you're coming up next. Again, guys, track maintenance after race 16. After race 16, we're going to run through our A1s of electric. Everybody's done. Everyone's done. He's out there taking a cool-down lap. All right, race number 13, you're coming up next. Rookie E. Truggy coming up next. Again, track maintenance after race 16. Track maintenance after 16. Let's blow it and put some water down on it.
Mike Wolford. 1 minute to the start of the race.
Any bucket. All right, guys, let's get our marshals out here, please, from that last group. Race number 13
Donald
going to be
March.
coming up next.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Joseph Ruggiero. Larry Langan. 30 seconds to the start of the race. John Grant. "15 seconds to the start
Waiting
of
on
the
check
race.
from Bartman. Waiting on check from Bartman. Turn marshals, come on out.
Less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bart Ferbel. Bart Ferbel, waiting on check from you, buddy. Bart.
Bart Ferrable.
There we go. Got everybody checked in now. Joseph Ruggiero, please, on the 1. Mike Walford on the 2. John Grant on the 3. Bartman on the 4. Larry Langan on the 5. And Donnie Large, please, on the 6. Yeah, guys, we know Live RC is not working. We are working on it, so please bear with us. It hasn't been working for over an hour, so we're working on it. All right, here we go. Rookie E. Truggy. Everybody's going to roll on the tone here in less than 5. All right, it's A-Main number 1 of Rookie E. Truggy, presented by Orlando Collision Center. Joseph Ruggiero set TQ after 2 rounds of qualifying. Going to lead them off here. I will need volunteer marshal help after this race, please. I will need volunteer marshal help after this race, as we only have 6 on the driver's stand and only 5 are able to marshal. So I will need some volunteer marshal help, please. Joseph Ruggiero right now finds himself out in front. Mike Wolford holding on to that number 2 spot. John Grant working the number 3. Bartman in the 4. Larry 5. Donnie Large in the 6. Race 13 currently on the track. Race number 14, Pro E-Buggy coming up next. Again, guys, we're going to have about a 30-minute break after race 16. They're going to do track maintenance. About a 30-minute break after 16. $130 down, $630 left to go. Two minutes down, 6 minutes left to go. Joseph Ruggiero right now out in front. Mike Wolford in that number 2 spot. John Grant holding on to that number 3. Donnie Large working the 4. Wolford right now 7.4 seconds behind Ruggiero. All right, 2:30 down, 5:30 left to go. Joseph Ruggiero right now leading the way with Mike Wolford holding on to that number 2 spot. You have John Grant working the number 3, Donnie Large working the 4. 5:30 left to go, 5:30 remaining.
Five minutes left.
All right, you got 3:15 down, 4:45 remaining. Ruggiero right now with a 4-second lead up on Wolford. Wolford 16 seconds up on Grant. Grant 4 seconds up on Large. Large 10 seconds up on Bart. Bart 9 seconds up on Larry. We're closing in on halfway there, guys. 3:30 down, 4:30 left to go. Rookie Truggy presented by Orlando Collision Center. A-main number 1 out on the track. I need volunteer marshal up after this one, guys, as I only have 5 on the driver's stand that are able to marshal. Only 5 that are able to marshal. So I need volunteer marshal up after this one. It is an 8-minute Pro E-Buggy final. So these guys don't wreck a whole lot in Pro E-Buggy, so you can be sitting around a lot.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes left to go. Race number 13 on the track. Race number 14, you're going to be coming up next. Joseph Ruggiero right now with a 3.9-second lead up on Walford. John Grant right now 22 seconds back of that number 2 spot. Guys, I know it's hot. I know that the patience is running really, really low for a lot of different people. I know it's tough. Just hang in there. Hang in there. There's a reason why I do not like to race in the summertime. When it's this hot, it's miserable for everybody. All right, 5 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go.
3 minutes left.
John Grant coming across the line right now, 26 seconds back into 2. Wolford coming across the line, 8.4 seconds back into 1. Donnie holding on to that number 4. Bartman into 5. Everybody kind of spread apart on the track right now. Joseph Ruggiero, Mike Wolford right now 1 and 2. They're 13.2 seconds apart. John Grant 28 seconds back into 2. Johnny Large 5.6 seconds back into 3 with 2 minutes left to go. Race 14 Pro E-Buggy up next. Ruggiero continues to stretch out that lead. Joseph just ran his fast lap of the race at a 26.4. That's the fastest of everybody out there.
One minute left. .45 seconds left.
Danny, I plug it into the blue port, right? Blue port. Oh, no. Problems for our race leader. Oh, no. Looks like he maybe got it going.
Left.
Maybe. No. Yeah, he got it going. .20 seconds left to go. Man. Even with the problems for Joseph, he's still holding on to race lead, but now that race lead has gone down to 1 second here as Walford right there on his back. But, oh, no, one going too hot, end up over the double. Not sure if that was Mike or not. Joseph Ruggiero, he lost all that 20-second lead for some reason. He just had some sort of a brownout. Still had steering, but no go, but it's running fine now as he's going to race his way back to the line and take the win here in A-main number 1.
Done.
Beginning to wonder maybe something
Mike
might have
Wolford
thermaled in that truck. Wolfer going to come on in at number 2 spot, 2.3 seconds back.
Done.
Bartman going to come home in at number 5, waiting on John Grant, going to come home in at number 3. And Donnie Large going to finish up in the number 4. Just waiting on Mr. Donnie to finish up. Guys, again, I need volunteer marshal help after this race, please. Volunteer marshal help. We are going to do track maintenance after race 16.
Donald Large done.
And there we go, guys. That's the race. Everybody is done. All right, guys, once again, I need volunteer marshal help, please. I only had 6 in that race and only 5 able to marshal. 5 able to marshal, so I need volunteer marshal help, please. Okay, no problem. Okay. Thank you. All right, race number 14. Taking the stand. Again, guys, I need volunteer marshal help, please. Volunteer marshal help. Mitch Yorkovich coming out there to help. Mr. Larry is already out there in his position. It looks like Brian Hutchinson might be helping out. Is that Brian Hutchinson I see down there? Thank you, Brian Hutchinson. John Grant coming out and grabbing his marshal spot. Thank you, sir. Joseph Ruggiero is already out there. All right, guys, for race 14, let's go ahead and let's turn them loose. Here comes Bartman getting his spot. Richard Dean looks like he's grabbing a spot. Thank you, Richard Dean, for helping out. James Large going to marshal for his dad. Do I got somebody? Nope, I ain't got nobody here, but it looks like John Grant's coming over here by me, so I need one more. Who am I missing here? Just missing Mike Wolford. We'll be ready to, oh, there's Mike already over there. Sorry about that. So I just need one volunteer. Is there a way I can get one volunteer? Please, one volunteer right in the middle section of the track.
Trent Walker.
I was told it's the coolest spot
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Here at Callahan,
Bill
if you're
Flaherty,
right in the middle of the track.
Nico Listi,
that's what I was told.
Kayla Espinel,
John Bernard told me that
Cameron
himself.
Goff, Chad Buckland, Julian Oliveras.
Wait on Tom Lane to check in.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Waiting on Tom Lane.
Less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tom Lane.
All right, got everybody checked in. Let's line them up. Julian, you can line up on the 1. Patrick on the number 2. Hunter King on the number 3. Trent Walker on the 4. The 5 will be open. Kayla Espinel on the 6. Cameron Goff on the 7. Chad Buckland on the 8. Tom Lane on the 9. Nico Listi on the 10. And Bill Flaherty, please, on the 11. Track maintenance, guys, after race 16. It'll be about a 30-minute break before we begin our finals of the Nitros. Guys, let's line them up. Here we go. Racers ready. Marshals ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. It is A-Main number 1 of Pro E-Buggy, presented by Lead Finger Racing. Julian set TQ after 2 rounds of qualifying. Patrick Rossiter in that number 2 spot. Oh, Rossiter not going to give up position here to Hunter King as King moves to that number 2. King, oh no, King really hard on the pipe. Rossiter gets into the back of him, and it stacks up all behind him there. I don't really think that was any fault of Rossiter. Oh, behind you, John, behind you. I don't think that was any fault of Rossiter as King got it all hung up on the pipe right here in front of me. Thank you, John. Oh, careful. Julian, Trent, Kayla, 1, 2, and 3. These guys are now battling in the top half of the track. With just over 7 minutes left to go. Julian, Trent right now running 1 and 2. Kayla Espinel in that number 3 with Rossiter, 4, King 5. Got one upside down right here in front of us. Trying to get it worked out. Well, that's Rossiter. It rolled over right here in front of us. Chad Buckland in that number 6 now. 2.9 seconds behind Rossiter. You have Julian right now. Finds himself out in front. 2 seconds up on the field. There goes Julian and Bill Flaherty. Flaherty gives him some room. Walker comes across the line 3.5 seconds back. Walker trying to close the gap. Hunter King has battled his way up to that number 3. Oh, Hunter King now going to fall down to the 5. I was saying he's in a 3, but Kayla Espinel moves back up into that number 3. She's got a bumper full, though, of Rossiter and King. King trying to look to the inside to find his way around Rossiter here. Looks like they might have got together a little bit. Rossiter still holding on to that number 4. King right there on his back bumper. King, a very aggressive driver, tries to make that car fit in holes that sometimes it shouldn't fit. He is quick on the trigger and on the wheel. He is looking high and looking low and looking for a way around Rossiter. That TLR, now going to make the pass as he moves up to the 4. Now going to close in on the backside of Espinel. Over on the right-hand side of the track. They got to deal with some lap traffic here. And now it's going to be Hunter King going to make that pass down the front straightaway. King now back to that number 3. Kayla Espinel working that number 4. Rossiter. Oh, no, King into the pipe. Oh, no. Nope. Wait. There you now. You go.
5 minutes left.
You got 3 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. Man, it's a good battle right now for that number 3, 4, and 5 spot. King with that small bobble, giving up some time here. He's got a very fast car, though. He's the fastest car on the track at a 24.5 fast lap. Oh, it looks like somebody had some problems over there. I was looking at the scoreboard here on the computer. I see a couple of cars having to be marshaled. Oh, right here in front of me. Trent Walker holding on to that number 2 spot. Patrick Rossler now to the number 3. Kayla down the front straightaway. Got a little bit of character really starting to open up right here in front of us. As this track is taking some abuse from this 100-plus degree sun. I want to say that the track temps have been right around about 130 degrees today. That is crazy hot.
4 minutes left.
King now up to the number 4. Kayla working the 5. Chad Buckland in the 6. No, Chad Buckland to the 5. Kayla in the 6. Julian still out in front. Got Bill Flaherty right there with him. 3:45 left to go. Nico Listy holding on to that number 10 spot. He's currently 2.3 seconds behind Flaherty. Flaherty 7 seconds back of Tom Lane. Lane 10 seconds back of Cam Goff. Kayla Espinel working at number 6. Chad Buckland in the 7. Buckland right now 3.5 seconds behind King. King 2.6 seconds back. There goes Trent Walker coming across the line, running in at number 2 spot right now, 10 seconds back at a 1 with just over 3 minutes left to go. Race 15, you're coming up next.
Three minutes left.
All right, you're 2:30 left to go. Julian still continuing to lead the way. Got a 10-second lead right now up on Walker. Walker currently 4.8 seconds up on Rossiter. Hunter King holding on to that number 4. Kayla Espinel on the 5. Got Chad Buckland dropping down the ladder here, currently showing in that 9 spot. Race number 15, you're coming up next. Race 15 up next.
Two minutes left.
All right, you got a minute 45 left to go here. Julian still with the race lead as he comes across the line. 12.8 seconds up on the field. Trent Walker working at number 2. Rossler into 3. Rossler right now 3 seconds behind Walker. Hunter King holding on to the number 4. 7.9 seconds back into 3. 7 minutes down, 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
Oh, Walker now going to fall down to that number 3 spot as Rossiter going to make the pass up to the number 2. Walker, though, all over the backside of Rossiter here. Here they come in through the dog leg, right in the middle section of the track. Walker right there on the backside as they go across the tabletop at the off-camber on the right-hand side, coming in through the rollers, back towards start-finish. Rossiter down the front straightaway. Walker right there in his tracks. 30 seconds left to go. Battle for the number 2 spot
30 seconds left.
at the triple in the back section of the track. Oh, man, Rossiter goes full send through the triple and blows through the corner. That's going to allow Walker to get to the inside and move up in 2. That, oh, no, they get together as Rossiter gets into the backside of
15
Walker.
seconds left.
Walker still holding on to that number 2. Rossiter in number 3. Oh, now, a minute there, I thought Walker was going to way overshoot that last single. Still able to hold on to the top spot, though, as the race clock
Hunter
expires.
Julian Oliveras done. Cameron
Track
Goff
getting
done.
really rough here. Over here on the
Nick
right-hand
Listy
side of
done.
the track, here comes Walker. Coming back to the line.
Bill Flaherty done.
And Walker going to
Trent
protect
Walker
the
done.
inside. It's going to be
Patrick
Trent
Rossiter
Walker
done.
holding on for that number 2 spot by
Tom Lane
1/10
done.
of a second over Patrick Rossiter. But Julian Oliveras going to take the race win here in A-Main number 1. Alrighty, guys, put your cards down. Come on out, grab a to Marshall spot. Race number 15 on the track. Race number 16. You're going to be coming up next. All right, guys, quickly put your cards down, please. Quickly put your cards down. Come on out, grab Marshall spot.
One minute to the start of the race. Tony Rivas. Carlos Segui. Adian Cotto. Hayden Pascal. Kurt Robertson. Gene Jr. Michael Goebel. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Benjamin Fox. Austin Craig. Christopher Romero. RC sign up Bobby.
Wait, no check from Ben Birtle. No
30
check from
seconds
Ben
to the start
Birtle.
of the race.
I should have all my marshals out here in position.
Ben
About ready to
Goebel.
get this one underway. Missing marshals, guys. Missing marshals. I have no marshal in the middle and in the back. There's Kayla. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's
15
get them
seconds
lined
to the
up. No
start
more
of the
laps.
race.
Gene Stroud, you can line up on the 1. Michael Goebel on the number 2. Tony Rivas on the 3. Austin Craig on the 4. Ben Birtle on the 5. Aiden Cote on the 6. Carlos C on the 7. Bobby Phillips on the 8.
Less than 5.
Kurt Robinson on the
4,
9.
3.
Chris Romero on the
1.
10. Ben Fox on the 11. And Hayden Pascal, please, on the 12. All right, guys, here we go. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going to go on the tone here in less than 5. And we are off and running. It's going to be Gene Stroud going to lead the charge here. Gene Stroud in the S-Works. Set TQ after 2 rounds of qualifying. Goebel in the X-Ray. In the number 2 spot right where he started. You got Tony Rivas in the Techno. 1, 2, and 3 over here on the right-hand side of the track. Here they come back to our start-finish line for lap number 1. Oh, no problems there for Goebel. Apologize, that was actually Tony Rivas had a bit of problems. I'll get it right here in a minute, Austin Craig. So it's out in front, though. It is Gene Stroud Jr. as he's trying to open up a little bit of gap here on the field now. That all-silver buggy coming in through the dog leg. Oh, no, race leader rolls it upside down. Going to be able to hold on to that top spot, though. Michael Goebel holding on that number 2. Austin Craig right behind him in the 3 with Carlos Segui in the 4. Hayden Pascal from 12th on the starting grid all the way to the 5. Track maintenance after race 16. It'll be a 30-minute break, so 40-plus Nitro Buggy. Do not be in a rush to come to staging. It'll be about a 30-minute break. They're going to blow and water. I'm also going to repaint the grid because I can't see none of the paint, none of the marker left. $130 down, 6:30 left to go. Gene Trout right now with the race lead. Michael Goebel holding on to that number 2 spot. Carlos Sigui working at number 3. Two minutes down, 6 minutes left to go. Gene Trout continuing to lead the way. Oh man, one spins out right here and right in front of our leader, or as they're doing battle. Easy now, guys. Easy, easy, easy. Ben Fox and Kurt Robinson, they going at it. Gene Trout continuing to lead the way now with 8-second lead here up on the field. Here he comes down the front straightaway. The S-Works running really strong. Carlos Sigui from 7th on the starting grid has battled his way up to the number 2. Hayden Pascal from 12th on the starting grid has come all the way to, nope, take that back. It's Michael Goebel to the number 2. Hayden Pascal in the 3. Romero from 10th on the starting grid up to the 4. Chris Romero moving out here. Carlos Sigui working at number 5. Austin Craig in the 6. You're now 3 minutes down. 5 minutes left to go. All right, you're right at 4 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. Gene Trout continuing the way with Goebel holding on number 2.
Four minutes left.
.345 remaining. Gene Trout right now with a nearly 12-second lead up on the field. Goebel coming across the line. Now 13 seconds the gap between 1 and 2. Gene Trout flying out here. Started in that number 1 spot from the TQ position. Goebel holding on to 2. Carlos Sigui in the 3. Austin Craig 4. And Bobby Phillips in the 5. There's Bobby Phillips and Ben Bertle coming down across start-finish line. They're battling for that number 5 and 6 spot, along with Tony Ribas as well. 5 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Find that battle here. They should be coming in through the middle section. Oh, man, 1 second. That's Ribas. Rolls upside down. That's going to allow Bertle to slip past. Looks like Bobby Phillips has lost a couple of positions here for that 5, 6, and 7. Here they come back down the start-finish line. Ben Bertle now up to the 5. Austin Craig just behind Carlos Sigui. Goebel with a bumper full of Sigui. Gene Trout now 15.1 seconds up on the field. Carlos Sigui now going to move up into that number 2 spot. Goebel holding on to the number 3 with just over 2 minutes left to go.
That's
6
left.
minutes down, 2 minutes remaining. Race 15 on the track. Race 16, you're coming up next. Going to take a break after 16, guys. Track maintenance after 16. Gene Trout continuing to lead the way. Got a 14.4 second lead right now up on Carlos Sigi. Ben Bertle holding on to that number 3 spot. Austin Craig working the 4.
One minute left.
All right, 45 seconds left to go
left.
here in race 15. Battle right now is for that 3, 4, 5, and 6.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining. Austin Craig now works his way up to that number 2 spot. Goebel now to the number 4. Fox to the 5. Carlos Sigi falls to the 6.
15 seconds left.
Gene Trout still well out in front of the field. Ben Bertle right now 2.2 seconds back into 2. As the race oh no, one rolls over right here. Right in front of Aiden Kotu.
Tony Rivas done.
Oh, they're all
Romero
wrecking
done.
right here at the start-finish line.
Done.
One gets tagged.
Ben Bertle done.
It's
Austin
going to be
Craig
Michael Goebel
Benjamin
sneaking
Fox
in
done.
for that number 2 spot.
Carlos
Ben
Sigi done.
Bertle going to come home into
RC
3.
sign up, Bobby
Craig
done.
and Fox going to finish up 4 and 5. It's going to be Gene
Gene
Trout
done.
reaching that 18-lap pace here in this 8-minute final as he takes the win in race number 15. That's A1 of Open E-Buggy. All right, race number 16 coming up next. All right, guys, after this race, we're going to be restarting the feed. We're going to be taking a 30-minute break. 30-minute break. We're going to be restarting the feed, those of you watching online. All right, guys, let's get our turn marshals out here, please. Marshals, come on out. Race number 16, taking a stand. Turn marshals to the track, please.
Stephen Downey. 1 minute to the start of the race. Mike Wolford. Thomas McGrath. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Shane Downey. Joseph Ruggiero. Jake Smith. Donald Large. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Larry Langen. Cody Tice.
All right, waiting on
Scott
a check
Benning.
from Max and Gary. Max and Gary, waiting on a check from y'all.
Gary Teeter.
There's Gary. There's
Max
Max.
Nevia.
All right, guys, got everybody checked in. Let's get them lined up. Should
15
have all my
seconds to the
marshals
start
out here
of
in
the race.
position. Mike Wolford, please, on the 1. Thomas McGrath on the number 2. Joseph Ruggiero on the 3. Cody Tice on the 4. Max on the 5. Donald Large on the
5,
6.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Scott Manning, please, on the 7. Shane Downey on the 8. Jake Smith on the 9. Larry Langen, please, on the 10. Gary Teeter on the 11. And Stephen Downey on the 12. Somebody need a minute grace up there? Okay. Tony's hot. I went a while back. I went and got me one of them little thermometers. On my floor in here right now, it is 92.4 degrees on my floor in here. I know, but it's hot in here too. The reason why I'm standing up is just so I can get some air on my bald head. And that's it. 'Cause everything else is sweating. tires there, Mr. Large. You skating all over the place. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. Everybody's going on the tone here in less than 5. And we're off and running. It's Rookie E-Buggy, A-Main number 1, presented by Dialed RC. Out on the track. Second pipe right there we go. Mike Wolford. Let him off on the tone here. Oh, we got one upside down. Here they come down the front straightaway. Joseph Ruggiero out in front. Wolford right behind him in number 2 spot. These guys are locked into a pretty heated battle in the points. I got a lot of season pass holders that I got to add back in when this race is over to calculate the points. Okay, that wasn't normal. 1 minute down, 7 minutes left to go. Thomas McGrath holding on to that number 3 spot. Shane Downey in that number 4. Cody Tice working the 5. Downey, the good mover in this race. He just climbs to that number 3 spot now. So as Downey finds another gear and some extra traction in the dust. Track maintenance after this race, guys. Track maintenance after this race. Track will be closed for about 30 minutes. So we're going to be looking at about 7 o'clock. We'll pick back up. 7 o'clock, we'll pick back up. So I originally wrote down a 10:30 finish, what I originally wrote down, but that was with a 1-hour water break for track maintenance. Looks like we're only going to need one of those, I hope anyway. We need a second one. We're going to be done at 10:30 instead of 9:30. Ruggiero still continuing to lead the way. Got a 1.6 second lead up on Wolford last time by the line. McGrath in that number 3 spot just in front of Cody Tice. Shane Downey keeping lots of pressure on Tice for that number 4. Max holding on to number 6. Scott Manning in the 7. Donnie Large in the 8. Ruggiero, Wolford, last time by the line now, 1.2 seconds to gap. So neither one of them able to pull away or close up any. Maintaining pace and distance. Ruggiero in the TLR, Wolford in the Associated. I think he's in the Associated. He has been. I don't know if he still is, but he has been. Here they come down the front straight. Oh, man, Mike picks it up on that lap. Mike now 0.6 of a second back in the race lead.
5 minutes left. As
the dust is really beginning to fly out there on the track. 3 minutes down, 5 minutes left to go. Scott Manning, Cody Tice, Shane Downey, they're battling it out right now. 4, 5, and 6. So Downey got the bug. Shane Downey, that is, got the RC bug probably right at about a year ago now, getting really close to a year ago, and he has been racing nonstop, hot and heavy. Here he is battling it out here in Rookie E-Buggy for that number 5 spot. Number 4 spot, excuse me, because he moves to the 5. Cody Tice falls to the 6. Cody, another one that hasn't been racing very long either. Ruggiero coming across the line, 3.6 seconds up on Mike Wolford. Thomas McGrath holding on to that number 3. Scott Manning in that number 4.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes down. 4 minutes left to go. Hey, Gene, as soon as this race is over, close that door. As soon as this race is over. .330 left to go. Ruggiero right now with the race lead, 0.6 of a second up. No, take that back. Wolford going to come to the line. He's now going to take over the top spot. Mike Wolford to the race lead.
3 minutes
Joseph
left.
Ruggiero holding on to the number 2 spot. Oh, watch out on front straightaway. Caution, front straightaway. Go high, go high, go high, go high. There we go. Let's see where Wolford's at when he comes to the line this time here. They're on the right-hand side of the track. They got some lap traffic they're got to deal with. Looks like Ruggiero has made that pass on Wolford as he moves back up into the race lead. But 1 and 2 got lap traffic there just in front of them as they work through the double single and back. Lap traffic rolls over out of the way at the off camera now for 1 and 2. Clean track in front for Joseph. Wolford only 0.3 of a second back last time by the line. Scott Manning, Thomas McGrath, Cody Tice, all doing battle 3, 4, and 5. Max now works his way into that number 6 spot. Shane in the 7, Donald in the 8, Gary Teeter 9, Jake Smith 10, Larry in the 11, and Steve Downey in the 12.
2 minutes left.
That's 6 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Ruggiero and Wolford still battling it out for that top spot. These two have been stuck together like glue. Here they come over on the right-hand side of the track. It's going to be Mike Wolford now out in front on the left-hand side of the track. Joseph Ruggiero right there behind him. Oh, Wolford goes a little wide in the corner. That allows Joseph to dive to the inside. Wolford trying to battle his way back. They got lap traffic there as they come in through the doubles at the dog leg. Wolford all over the backside of Ruggiero here. Joseph trying to protect that line. Here they come over here on the right-hand side of the track. They bump wheels side by side. Oh, Joseph's going to ride up on the pipe. Side by side, drag race down the front straightaway. Wolford right now with the advantage. Power advantage, though, to Ruggiero as he jumps up into the race lead. Joseph Ruggiero in the TLR right now out in front with 50 seconds left to go. Wolford trying to battle his way around lap
45
traffic.
seconds left.
See if he can run him down. The gap going to be right at about 3.5 seconds here. There goes Joseph. Here comes, oh, Mike's going to get a little bit squirrely. Going to give it some more time. That gap now 5 seconds.
30 seconds left.
These guys are clawing. They're digging through the dust. 100+ degrees outside. I'm sure they got sweat. They got the sun right in their face. I'm sure they got sweat running down in their eyes. Ruggiero with the race lead over here on the right-hand side of the track. Down across start-finish line he goes. Left-hand side of the track now. He's got to deal with some lap traffic here on this final lap most likely. Oh, he goes for a big tumble. Gets it right back on all 4 though. Good battle in the middle of the pack right up for that 4, 5, and 6
Shane
between
Downey
McGrath, Mejia, and Tice. Just a few more
Jake
corners
Smith
to
done.
go here for young Joseph. He's going to take the win in A-Main number 1.
Thomas McGrath done. Scott Manning done.
It's going to be
done.
Joseph Ruggiero coming
Joseph
to the line,
Ruggiero
taking
done.
the win in A-Main
Max
number
Mackey
1.
done.
Mike Wolford going to come home in at number 2 spot. Thomas McGrath going to finish up in the 2. Scott Manning going to come home
Mike
in the
Wolford
4.
done.
Excuse me, McGrath in the 3, Manning in the 4, Tice in the
Donald Marsh
5.
done.
All right, just waiting on Steve Downey. Last
Steven
one to
Downey
finish,
done.
Steve Downey. There we go. That's the race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, you guys, we're going to take about a 30-minute break while they do track maintenance.